Welcome, Pantelis Live. Poseidon just fucking sat down. He literally he's sweating. He's sweating right now.
I'm not
he's just
sweating.
got in. Jesus Christ, Poseidon. That you're cutting it really fucking close today, yeah? You didn't shave.
Yeah, sorry, I was very, very thirsty.
That was my water.
No, that's your water.
They're both mine. I brought water for myself so I could drink.
I thought it was for you.
It's like
Why'd you put it here?
I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
You just put it there.
No, I didn't. That's a lie, bro.
You're filthy. Filthy water thief.
How you been?
I'm all right. I'm fine. I'm here. You're
Yeah?
the one. How you been? You haven't been here. You're the one who's running around like a malaka.
Yeah, well, working. I had to bring my brother to his girlfriend's house.
Okay.
Because,
Couldn't go by himself?
well, no, because he had his car. You know that stop sign we always bitch about on right after the William Hingston?
I know what you're talking
Nobody
about.
ever stops there. That's where he got hit. He went. And
Wait, William Hingston.
you know that right before you go to Marché Central, where you cross over.
The bridge?
Yeah. There's that stop sign. People never stop as they're taking the turn, as they're coming off the highway. You know which one I'm talking about?
Coming to parc-ex or going towards Marseille?
Going towards Marché Central.
Okay. And he went through and they hit him?
No, he did his stop, and he goes to go, and this guy just doesn't even stop, just comes right through, hits the front of his car.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
dirty.
Yeah.
And so, why'd you have to take him to his girlfriend's house?
Well, because he doesn't have his car.
So, what about the bus? Did you used to get lifts when you used to go to your girlfriend's house and stuff?
No.
You made it sound like it's a medical condition or he had to go to the hospital or something. I had to bring
No,
him to his
he
girlfriend.
asked me. I never bring him anywhere, so
You're cutting it close, Poseidon. You're cutting it close. Everybody's asking what the fuck happened to your hair.
my hair, I don't know. I tried to style it.
Okay. They're just curious. They're not mad. They're just asking.
Like, what? Does it look good or does it look bad? Ask them.
You
mean-
already asked.
well,
them.
I mean,
Let's
like-
see what they say.
Like, answer on the.
Marvin, I like that you spelled faggots without all the letters in it because it didn't block you. So try to use that. You know what it's going to be like? It's going to be like, remember back in the day, O&A, when they were on terrestrial still for the first half of the show and they had to find other words? That's what YouTube's turning into. Everybody has to find different ways to say things. This is where waterheads go on Sunday. Yeah, no, there's no fucking football. It's true. There's nothing else to do on Sunday. Looks pretty good. Just a shock for us. Yeah, nobody says it looks bad. It was just shocking because you ran in, you were sweating, they saw new hair. They don't know what's happening, Poseidon.
Oh, no, I just styled it differently. It's not a haircut.
This isn't a haircut, guys.
Yeah, because I could style it like this way, that way, and it looks like a different haircut every time, but it's not. That's the magic.
I went to see Mike yesterday.
Yeah.
Club Soda, his French show, sold out. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a great
Killed
time.
it.
Yeah, of course. Well, I knew he was gonna kill it, but he did very, very well. It was destruction from beginning to end. A lot of applause breaks. It was great. It was a lot of
Nice.
everyone's having a good. I was laughing because of some stories that I've heard in English, like just stuff that happened to him that he puts on stage now. So it's funny to hear him say it in French and then see their reactions.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was a lot. It was a very, very good time.
What time was this?
I think the show started. Well, it started early yesterday, but he went on at 8.
Okay.
I wanted to see the people that were opening for him because apparently they were really fun too. Like had this guy pretending to be a DJ and like he was really fucking around, Mike. He's having a lot of fun with their shows, and I missed it. I had other stuff to do, so I was late. I took a nap. I was playing hockey yesterday, so I missed those guys. But I caught all of Mike's show.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was fun. He did very well.
Speaking of YouTube, by the way,
Hmm.
they want to get rid of the dislike button.
Is this true, guys?
I heard.
He
about
looks like the
this.
guy from Firefest. Which guy from Firefest, Phil? The guy he doesn't look like the guy that was about to blow someone for water. That guy has the white hair and stuff, but maybe that little dangles.
Who was about to blow somebody for water?
You haven't seen the Firefest documentary on Netflix?
No.
Oh, that's
I have to
worth
watch it,
watching.
eh?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
That's
gonna
a
watch
disaster.
it. Who was responsible for that? It was what's that rapper's
Ja
name?
Rule.
Ja Rule.
Some other people.
But the moment this guy's name was on it, I would have been like, yeah, I don't trust him.
Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
Murder. No, the main guy. Yeah, he's a little. Yeah, kind of. Oh fuck, it's true. Yeah, you do. And you know what's funny is Poseidon does have a history of being not a scam artist, right? He's not an artist by any means, but he has been involved in a series of scams. When he was younger, he used to do that pyramid scheme shit. He was always at the bottom of the pyramid, though. That's what bothered him. He's like, bro, pyramid schemes work, bro. Yeah, not if you're at the bottom. Somebody has to build it. Poseidon.
Oh shit.
So yeah, I saw the guy with the Downs and a thyroid condition. Does he have Downs? The main guy, does he have Downs? He has something. the main guy. So let's see. Everyone is filling in on the chat. We've got Tom Tanaka there. Tanaka, I wasn't going to talk about fights today, but I will since at least we can talk about what happened with Silva yesterday just a bit. I know you weren't watching, but I liked watching Anderson Silva yesterday. I thought it wasn't going to go well for him. What is he, fucking 40 something now? He was fighting a younger guy. You normally don't go back and do that kind of shit.
The black guy, right?
Yes, the black. Well, you mean he fought the Nigerian guy? Yeah, he fought the black man. Yes, the black guy. Very telling. There's only one black fighter though, so it's good that you said that. Now we know who you're talking about. So yes, he fought a black man.
No, but Anderson Silva is black too. He's from Brazil or something.
He's Brazilian.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
He's more brown than black.
he does jujitsu.
Yeah?
He's like a black belt in jujitsu or something.
No, Brazilian Jew. He's not Jewish at all. But he practices that. martial art.
That's not what I meant, bro.
That's not what you meant. Wow. So yeah, so the guy that he was fighting, it was very interesting. The last style bender. It was fun to watch. It was kind of like a video game because they were looking at each other they were looking at each other for a while, and the other guy's name is Israel, so it was interesting.
And the other guy's a black belt in
I just wish he had landed with one of those fucking spin kicks. They were all low, right? Like 90% of the kicks he was taking, they were all to the legs. Like try to kick the guy in the face.
That would have been sick.
Well, that's what he normally used to do when he was spiderific and whatnot.
Yeah.
But still, he didn't die. Put up a good fight.
Remember that injury he had on his leg? Was it him? I think it was.
It was Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
It was Anderson Silva. No, that had that fucking.
His leg snapped, bro. Ugh. Just thinking about the video, I cringe, bro.
I forgot about that. That was him, man.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he came back. Now that I think about it, I completely forgot about that.
Bro, the human body, bro, is capable of many things.
Case in point, it's capable of molding into different shapes. It's like silly putty. Really. Let's see. He tried the spinning kick to the head once, but it was when the other guy ducked or whatever. That was cool too. It looked like a movie fight sometimes, but whatever.
Really?
The young guy won. I think he's 16-0 now, Israel. So he's gonna have a good career ahead of him as long as he stays away from drugs and alcohol. Then again, I mean John Jones did everything. So you never know.
How funny would it be if that fighter named Israel ends up fighting a fighter named Gaza?
Well, Gaza's not a name.
No, boy. Let's say somebody's named Gaza.
Yeah, but that's stupid. You could have said easily fight somebody named Jordan. Jordan's name.
Or Jordan.
It's too late now. You fucked up.
Yeah.
You fucked up your own joke. I even let you say it. I didn't even fucking stop you. I did nothing to stop you. I let you go. And you're like, you know what? Fuck it.
Well, somebody could be named Gaza. Like, I don't know, like some African name or something. Gaza.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Speaking of Alex Jones, have you guys been keeping a score of the Alex Jones versus Joe Rogan thing? That's pretty interesting. Let's see what Tanaka's saying. There are people named Gaza, like from Georgia or some shit. Gaza. So, have you been paying attention? You haven't paid attention to anything, I'm pretty sure, right?
Lately, no.
So, the feud with Joe Rogan and Alex Jones.
There's a feud?
It's been heating up. Yeah, it's hilarious. It's been heating up.
Oh.
Because Alex Jones keeps coming out saying that Joe Rogan is a CIA operative. And he's using George Soros talking points. And some of the stuff he says, he does have a point. Like, because he keeps quoting, like, Media Matters, for example, Joe Rogan, which I think is funded by Soros. So it's like, kind of has a point there. But they're both kind of, they should just sit down and talk things out. But Rogan got into so much fucking trouble because he had Jack Dorsey from Twitter, the CEO, the guy who started Twitter, and people felt like, oh, he didn't ask the right hard-hitting questions, which on one hand, they're right. He didn't ask he could have went further. But on the other hand, it's his show. It's his interview. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He didn't ask the questions you wanted to hear or that I wanted to hear, but he asked what he felt like he should. But it's also sketchy because Jack Dorsey pays for ads, right? Because he owns the Cash App, Square. So he pays Joe Rogan around, they say, 300 G's a month for advertising on the audio podcast. So the guy who's paying you 300 G's a month to advertise, it makes it harder for you to ask the hard-hitting questions, right?
Yeah.
So all of it is a little, not suspect. I don't think they try to hide anything, just that he didn't go as hard as he would have with someone that he had nothing to lose with.
Exactly.
So it's a little, but I feel like they're going too hard on him. Saw that on Rogan. The listeners hammered. They can hammer Dorsey. I agree. For stuff that he did on his platform. But to attack Joe Rogan for shit that Jack Dorsey's done on Twitter, it's a little strange. Though I do feel like he could have gone in harder for Alex Jones. He could have said, like, look, because the stuff that Dorsey said was a little weird. He said, Joe Rogan asked him, do you believe that social media, the right to be on there and do you believe it's a human right or a privilege? And Dorsey says it's a human right, he believes. So if it was a human right, if you believe it's a human right, then how do you suspend people? How do you block people from a human right? Because they suspend accounts, they block accounts that don't agree with a lot of leftist ideologies. So then if you really believe it's a human right, then doesn't that make you a really fucked up person because you're taking away someone's human rights? If that's what you think, if you think it's a human right to tweet. Just because someone doesn't agree with you. It's a little interesting. Yeah. It's a little interesting. So let's see. The Porcelain guy is doing a documentary on Joe Rogan. It will touch on Alex Jones. Yeah. So wasn't Porcelain working on Owen Benjamin documentary, or all the Owen Benjamin episodes? Is that all done? I don't know. I haven't been. Because you know what? I always catch you when people tweet like the documentaries and stuff on Twitter, but I got to find out what his channel is so I can subscribe to his channel because he probably has them all on YouTube. Let's see. He did get after Nick. Yeah, he got some. Yeah, he did go hard at Nick DiPaolo. That's true. I saw the Nick DiPaolo episode. He did go harder on Nick DiPaolo than he did on Jack Dorsey. But then again, is Nick paying for ads every month? No. So, and I'm not saying I'm not attacking Joe Rogan. I'm just saying it's very different. I don't know. It's an interesting spot to be in.
Sorry, who's Nick DiPaolo?
He's a comedian.
Oh.
No one is surprised that you don't know this.
Oh, okay. But I'm not very up to date.
No, I know. We know. That's part of your charm.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna ask the guys. Has anyone tried the Apex Legends game?
You ain't got the answers.
Since some people want to talk about video games.
I haven't. Well, they didn't ask to talk about video games.
No,
but
not today. But I mean, other times. I'm just curious.
I haven't. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Have you tried it?
I just said I haven't, and you're like, yeah. Have you tried it?
Oh, sorry. You should try it.
I shouldn't. No.
Why not?
I don't care.
Why?
I care not for this game.
It's really fun.
Do you know what's on sale on the PlayStation Network?
What?
Monster Hunter World for $39. Do you want I get it and you get it and we play online together?
Yes.
Can we? Because it might be another fucking lie. No, don't check now. We're doing a live stream.
No, I'm going on Amazon to buy it live.
No, it's on the PlayStation Network.
No, I'm not going to buy it digitally.
But then why would you pay full price? It's $39.
It's probably on sale on Amazon as well.
No, it's a flash sale on PlayStation.
I'll check after.
Okay. But why do you have to buy everything physical copy?
Because, okay, I fucked up my account because I made it when I was like 14.
Create a new account.
No, but I have all my trophies.
What do you care about trophies? Nobody sees trophies. What do you get? Girls with trophies? Do you see that to women?
No, but I mean,
they're like, look, I'm not interested. But have you seen my PlayStation trophy collection? Like, what?
There's history with that account.
So keep it. I'm not telling you delete it, but use another account so you could buy shit on it. So you're not gonna keep buying physical copies of everything.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's such a waste. Such a waste of space.
Yeah, but I like it. It looks pretty too.
You're digging that hole with your tongue, buddy. You keep digging that hole.
That's I haven't used to it, but yeah, like I think my name on the PlayStation Network, because I made it when I was like 12. I think my official name is China Vagina.
Yeah, you shouldn't change it. No, obviously. Why would an adult not want China Vagina as a username?
No, I want it. They won't let you change the name.
So but you said your account's locked. You can't even use your account properly, no?
No,
why can't you
I
download
unlocked
games?
I unlocked it.
So why can't you download games?
Because I like the physical copy.
What are you talking? You keep making different excuses. You just said your account has problems and you have a history with it and you can't download games.
Yeah, so like everything I've purchased on it already, would I be able to move everything from one account to the other?
Account to another?
Yeah.
Well, you can still play it all on your... You can't move... You mean your trophies?
No, not the trophies. I mean like everything I've purchased.
Of course, if it's on the same console. Because you can have... But why would you do that if you could buy stuff with your... What's the problem with your account? Is there a problem or not?
Yeah.
You get lost in your twisted web of lies.
No, I think it's the address and the name.
Hold on. You just said you could purchase stuff with it. If you could purchase, what do you care if the address and the name is? I don't understand. Can you still purchase with it?
Yeah.
So what's the problem?
I don't know.
What's the problem? I don't understand. Why do you lie about nonsense? What's the problem with the account?
The name and the address.
But what's the problem is what I'm saying. You said you can't buy stuff.
Oh, but then...
And then you follow that up with, I buy stuff and I have purchased stuff, so why would I change it? I never asked you to change it. You said you need to change it because you can't buy stuff. And then you
Well,
follow
no,
that
I
up
don't
with...
want to buy stuff because then. Well, hold on.
Oh,
I'm lost.
This is the fucking
hold on, I'm fucking
This is
lost,
what
bro.
happens when you try to speak to a pathological
Hold on,
liar.
I'm fucking lost.
He
bro.
actually lost himself in the lies. He lost himself in his own fucking lies.
I do buy stuff like for Destiny 2, I bought like tokens and shit, but I won't buy full games because I'm afraid of losing the full game
How can you lose the full game?
because it's not my name and my address on the account.
But how can you lose it? It's not going to walk away. Anywhere you sign in, you could download those games. What you're saying is false. Yeah, Ray Miller. Seriously, dude, this is fucking... Imagine having him as a student. Not even a believable lie. So why didn't you do your homework? Wow, it was fucking crazy. My neighborhood was in the middle of a civil war. It's fucking Bosnians, guys. It's crazy. Nuts. Rogan can do what he wants with his show. The purpose... Yeah, exactly. You see, Vince, you make the point that I was trying to make. So it's Rogan's... In the end, it's Rogan's show. As much as it's interesting that you have, you grow a big following, and then, people are like, oh, well, you have, you owe something to the people. It's his show. If he wanted to, he could sit there for 2 hours, ask Jack Dorsey what his favorite ice cream flavor is. That's why he's not on a network. That's why he wanted to do his own thing. He
For
could.
2 hours?
If he wanted to. I'm not saying
That
he
would
should.
be crazy, though.
Well, he wouldn't do it for 2 hours because that would be insane, Poseidon. I know it's crazy. I'm using it as a very exaggerated example.
I know.
Just so I could tell people that in the end, it is his show. He doesn't owe us. He doesn't owe me. He doesn't owe you. He doesn't owe us anything. But at the same time, it would be nice if, you have that opportunity to have that guy on. Fucking grill him a bit. Don't be mean, but grill him a bit. Be like, okay, why the fuck is Kathy Griffin still on? Why is the person asking for violence still on there? But people asking rhetorical questions, or like now, people saying learn to code to journalists. Apparently that's insulting, and some accounts have been suspended. Because, learn to code. You heard about this?
But wait, why are they telling them learn to code?
Because a lot of them lost their jobs because, they write shitty articles.
Oh, yeah?
And so people are like, you should learn to code. Because they said that back in the day when people were losing their jobs at like mills. And they're like, why don't you learn, a 55-year-old man, 60-year-old, learn to code now so you can get a new job. Right?
God.
So now what they were telling the journalists, like, why don't you learn to code? And so they...
payback's a bitch.
Yeah, but suspending an account for writing learn to code,
that's fucked up, yeah.
See, he isn't breaking any laws, but his integrity is damaged. Yeah, Marvin, that's the thing is that it's hard for especially people that they drew the line in the sand and they thought that he was on their side. Now he's pretty hard pressed to get them back. It's like Kumia talking about how you can't trust the media with anonymous sources anymore. Well, yeah, actually, the anonymous sources thing. Speaking, you know what? Let's touch on. You know what I want to touch on? I wanted to touch a bit. I don't know if you guys heard about what's been going on with Roger Stone, but I wanted to touch on Roger Stone a bit.
Now, who's Roger Stone?
I'm not going to sit here and explain all of everything to you, Poseidon. I was worried that you would say, who's this? Who's that? I didn't expect it to happen to Nick DiPaolo, but it happened to Nick DiPaolo as well. So the Roger Stone thing, let me tell you what I find fucking suspicious about Roger Stone. So if you guys heard when he got arrested, Poseidon, stop Googling Roger Stone, because even if you see his photo, it's not like you're going to understand everything. You're not going to get in the context. So the thing with Roger Stone that fucking... Yeah, who is Roger Stone? Marvin's laugh. So the thing that fucked with me is that I found out that... Remember when he got arrested? So he got arrested the day after he was on Jim and Sam, which is hilarious, when they broke into his house. They called the media, like CNN was there, and that footage came out yesterday where they were telling CNN where to stand, like on the street, like across the street. Like they broke, the SWAT team broke in his house. But normally, if a SWAT team is going, right, it means that he's a threat, he's dangerous. If he's that dangerous, you don't tell the media. You don't want people around there in case something happens. But it was all a show. It was all a spectacle.
Interesting.
This is fucking crazy when the FBI becomes the military branch of the Democrat Party. That's fucking dangerous. That's some scary shit. That's something to tell. The media was tipped off before. His lawyer didn't know. The media knew before his lawyer. They told the media where to be so they could film it. So they could film them breaking in and going in there. Just to show like a trophy. Like, look, we went after Roger Stone. And he's basically is getting in trouble for talking about getting information about something illegal that Hillary Clinton did. So instead of her getting in trouble for doing something illegal, he's getting in trouble
this is all
for saying it. It's fucking
this is all
crazy.
kinds of fucked up, bro.
It's fucking insane.
What about in the State of the Union? They were dressed all in white.
Oh, the Cortez and her crew.
Yeah.
And you saw, Cortez. I love the State of the Union because Cortez and her crew, they were all dressed in white, and they were all like angry about anything. They're like, this girl survived cancer, brain cancer. She survived. Everybody's like, yeah. They're like,
What?
stupid bitch. And then after, it's like, this guy, World War II, he fought for us. And then there's a lot of women in Congress now. Yeah. So they only clap for themselves. It's such a psychotic thing.
And bro, I saw that video you posted on Twitter with Bernie Sanders and the music at the end.
Oh, the Curb Your Enthusiasm music. It wasn't me. I tweeted. I said, I hope somebody does it.
No, you posted it.
Yeah, and then I think Count Dankula made it, or someone had tweeted it. It was fucking hilarious. I think Tanaka saw it too.
Oh, bro,
it was
dying.
hilarious.
He was just like an angry old man. Like just
Well, yeah, it's
miserable.
fucking the socialism thing. I even talked about it on the last episode of This Just Thing. We had a whole thing about socialism with Panera. They made it like it doesn't. What you want, this grand, it doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't. Because there's the human element.
So here's the thing. So Cortez, since we're talking about this and the whole socialism thing, did you guys see her? Let's see what Luffy's saying. All of that to keep the brainless base alive. Yeah. Did you see her Green Deal plan? So she came out with a plan.
No, I didn't see that. I heard about it.
So she's trying to act like a badass. Okay.
Yeah.
And they had to take certain stuff that she was putting on the website that they were proud of. They had to take it down because people were like, "Wait, what?" So one of the things, first of all, none of it makes sense. But one of the things they asked for is, okay, so you know how here we have like a social program. So you have welfare. If they have in the States too, you have welfare in case you're down on your luck. Okay. She wants for you to get paid if you're, I forgot the exact wording, but it's something on the lines of unwilling to participate in society. So basically, if you decide, I don't want to contribute, I don't want to work, I don't want to do nothing, you should still get a base salary. You get paid, live your life on your own terms. But don't contribute, don't get a job, don't do this. Which is fucking psychotic because they tried this shit, like the universal basic income. They tried this in Finland for a couple of years now. Remember? Yeah, they said it failed.
Yeah.
Because most people have no incentive after. It's like, wait, you're going to pay me to do nothing and I would get paid the same to go work over there? Yeah, I'm going to do nothing.
Yeah,
why would I contribute? This is crazy. So
why would you flip burgers when you could stay at home, play video games
and
all
make
day?
the same money?
Yeah.
They pay you not to contribute. It's fucking psychotic, yeah.
That's insanity.
Yeah, we already got too many hopeless social justice warriors. I want Rogan to ask him if he already fucked in a food court bathroom.
What?
Vince, here's the thing. I would ask, the thing, I don't have, I know I'm going to have Mike. I mean, there's nothing to ask Mike. That's crazy. But I know I'm going to have Mike on the Pantelis podcast soon. I want to do an interview, about his whole career and stuff like that. But even Mike, who I know, if he had something cool to talk about, I wouldn't hide from it. I'd be like, yo, let's talk about that crazy thing.
Yeah.
Or at least ask, At least ask, see what he says.
No.
But I understand when people are a little mad at Rogan not even pushing a bit more. But also, like I said, it's he's also a guest there. It's the first time he's on there. He doesn't want to be like, welcome. Listen, fucker. So there's lines. What were we talking about just now? Oh yeah,
Cortez.
So this whole social program because I believe that there should be some type of social programs. I don't believe in if you fail, fuck it, you're dead. I don't believe in that. I believe there should be a safety net.
Yeah.
I mean, we're a civilized society for the most part, 100%. But the safety net should be that. It should be a net to catch you, help you back on your feet, and then you go back into it. You can't tell someone, you know what, you don't feel like contributing, you don't like society. You'll get the same as the guy who's contributing. Just don't do anything. Because then what's the incentive?
Yeah, the unemployment rate would be crazy after that.
Yeah, astronomical. Why would people flip burgers? Why would people work at a coffee shop? You're gonna make more staying at home.
We'd see every Timmy's closed down.
Everything would
close down. But that's retarded.
The reason why they're her idea isn't hers. You know where this comes from? This comes from ideas that people have been talking about the last 5-6 years because of fears of automation. You know why the universal income thing ever came to play? It has nothing to do with caring for people. They don't give a shit about people. Governments are nervous about what's going to happen when everything gets automated because more and more things are getting automated and you're losing jobs. So what they're saying is if we get soon to the point where the majority of jobs that people do now can be done by robots, and that means bankers at the bank, that means movie theater employees, that means people, cash registers, coffee shops, all that could just all be automated robots. If all that starts hitting, what are people going to do? Even if they want to work to make money,
there's nothing they can.
There's nothing they can do, right? But when that happens, because it's the same, people have been telling me this all weekend. They go, oh, well, have you thought about this? So what I say, when that happens, then we're getting into like Star Trek territory. Then we're getting into forget income. We're gonna have another method because income won't have any meaning.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if nobody can work.
Yeah. So we'll have to find another way to. But it'll be crazy. Point is,
But this is way far down the line.
The Star Trek thing is way far down the line, but the automation thing isn't. Everything's getting automated. You know, maybe people you don't see it because it's not in a field that you're in right now, right? But like even cars, like you know how many people got fucked over when cars start to have more and more automation, like those factories, because they would need less
factory
people.
workers. Yeah,
they would need less people for those jobs. And then what do you do if you've been working there and you're 55 years old and your whole life you know one thing is to press fucking the doors into a car? Shuts down, they don't need you anymore. That job is being done by a fucking robot. Suction cups, puts it in, they don't need you. What do you learn at 55? Like when they say go back to school. At 55 and what? At 60, you're going to start coding. What are you going to be, a photographer? You're going to be an Instagram photographer. What are you going to do?
No.
So it is a little crazy.
It's touchy. It scares you a bit.
Yeah, but you got to address that when we get to it and also focus on that. Not telling people now, you don't need to contribute.
Because in
20
years, everything's going to be automated.
That's fucking crazy. That's not That's not what got us here as human beings. God damn it. Marco's late. Don't worry, Marco. You're late. You haven't missed much. We haven't... we just talked about Cortez.
But I don't even know how people can't not work. Like I don't know how they could just sit there and do nothing. Like, I see my brother... Sorry. My brother used to do this a lot. He used to just sit for hours on the computer. We're talking about like 8-9 hours.
And the screen was off?
The screen was on and he would sit there and he was playing video games, bro. Like I can't do that. I used to do that as a kid, but not I can't sit there
and play video games. How do you play video games? You walk while you play?
No, I can't sit for more than 2-3 hours max.
Yeah, how long?
I need to get up, move, take a break. He'll sit there for 8-9 hours. He'll hold in his piss, bro, and piss after like the 8 hour. Like he'll sit there for 8 hours and play, bro. Like it drives me nuts.
You know, it'd be cool if he was good enough to at least make money off it. Like, I don't know how pro gaming works. I think you have to get out of the house. Like, you go to tournaments and shit. But you must be able to make money at home, too, no?
Yeah. He has a YouTube channel, I think. He does some live streams with his friends.
Forget the live streams. I'm talking about actually being a professional gamer. There's teams.
Oh.
You could join a team. And, well, I'm not saying you could. You have to be pretty good at that.
I don't know if he's that good. He's not. I don't think he's that good.
If he's playing for 8 hours a day and he's not that good, he shouldn't fucking be playing.
Well, he used to do that. Now he got a job at Canadian Tire, and he's going to school for a mechanic, so... He's pretty busy now.
He probably uses it as a catalysis function, is what Marco says.
What's a catalysis function?
I'm going to be honest with you, I have no clue. No clue what that means. No clue, Marco. Let's see. Problem is we have assimilation. 87% of Muslim immigrants don't work and draw welfare. 87%, Tom. I didn't even know how we got into an immigration topic now. I was talking about people in general. But 87% of only Islamic immigrants don't work? That's fucked. Is that in Canada or in the States? I never heard of that. 90% basically almost.
Yeah.
That's too much. Unless it's like one parent and 6 kids. Then that makes sense because then all the kids, how are they going to work?
I guess. But it's not just Muslims. Indians do a lot of scams with this shit, by the way.
Scams.
Well, with the welfare checks.
He's talking about the UK. I don't know that, Tom, man. You know about the UK. I don't know about that shit. That's fucking anybody. I don't care what you are, but if 90% of you is not contributing, if I was the government, that's a fucking problem. You know? I don't care what it is. I don't care if you're Greek. I don't care if you're Chinese. If you don't want to contribute, why are you here? Why are we spending money?
No.
Imagine if 90% of a group of people decide, fuck it, we're not working. Imagine in Montreal how many Greeks there are. Just say, fuck it, we're not working. Just
fuck all yous.
Fuck all yous. We're gonna take your money. We'll pull it in together. But it's fucking crazy. That's insane if you think about it. Like that's a huge demographic.
Well, actually, technically, that's what the Jews have done.
No? Jews work.
Well, they do work, but I mean, like they have their own hospitals. They're like kind of like.
Yeah, but they work for that. That's not the government. Here's the thing about that is the government didn't give that to them.
Yeah.
They work. Within the community, they save their money and they buy stuff. I'm all for that.
No.
It's the second you're like, I don't want to work. Government, you build it for me. That's the problem. They don't do that.
Yeah.
They pull the resources together to make it. That's good. That's what you should. You should help out the community.
Oh, bro, you know what this Jew did at
You know this Jew did, bro?
at Enterprise?
Car thing.
Yeah.
Is he Hasidic? Is that why
Yes.
you're mentioning this Jew, bro? Okay.
Yeah. so this guy, bro, he's smart, but also like, So, because you know, a lot of the Jews, what they do is they go through a lot of bankruptcies.
I didn't know any. These are like the weird stereotypes that only you know.
No, this is what I've been told.
By
So-
who? Who tells you these? Is it your dad?
Because no, because a lot of them don't carry credit cards, don't have credit cards. Okay, so
A lot of Jewish people don't have credit cards.
the Hasids, the Barababs.
The Barababs.
Yeah. So, what this guy did, he rents, I think.
I hope you get beat up by a Hasidic Jewish guy, and then
And he goes, Barabab,
and then you have to describe it to the police. Sir, are you telling us that you were beat up by an Abraham Lincoln impersonator? Let me see the sketch. Oh fuck yeah, that hat's too big. That hat's too big.
black guy, and I'm like, yo, bro, you know.
Okay, go on.
So what he'll do is he'll go
This is
rent.
definitely gonna be racist.
He'll rent 10 cars for the month.
Okay.
And because Enterprise, they have like a special rate. They have a managerial rate where, like me,
The more cars you rent, the more.
no, the where I work, if you want like a Suburban for the month, I'll charge you $7,000. I don't give a fuck. But at Enterprise, they have a managerial discount that they could do. They could do it for $1,500, so it's a bit more than a lease, but it's still nonetheless like a lease. And so like let's say the car costs on lease $1,000 plus tax for a Suburban, right? Enterprise will do it for like 1,500, 1,600,
Okay.
you know, which is it's a very good deal compared to $7,000. Like
you don't
over-
have to. You don't have to explain
anyways,
that.
so
We
the
get
reason
it.
why I'm getting into this guy will go rent, and they can have multiple rentals. He'll go rent 10 cars for the month at that price, and then rent them out to other Jews
Okay.
for $2,500 cash.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, but he's
So?
not allowed to do that.
Okay, you're
Like,
not
he's fucking over
allowed
the
to do a
system.
lot of things. He's fucking with the system. Good
Yeah.
for him, though. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with what you said.
No, I
I'm
don't
happy
either.
for this guy.
But I was laughing at them because they sometimes
How'd they
act-
find out?
Huh? I don't know. He didn't tell me because they had.
Who, the
put
Jewish
him-
guy told you?
No. The guys that work for
Yeah,
Enterprise.
yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's not. Anyways, you just told me about a guy's scam.
Yeah.
That's it.
But
okay.
what I'm trying to say is the barabaps, they're smart.
That's not what you said. You said you started this by trying to say that they're bad and they're bad for society, and then now you're like, you
No,
know what? Now they're actually kind of smart, bro.
No, I didn't mean it in that they're bad. How did I mean it? I don't know.
This is what I deal with. That's why I stopped hanging out with him. This is what I fucking
What?
deal with. He Jews them literally. So Marvin says the reason why you're so upset with Jewish people is that you were probably molested through a hole in the sheet when you were young.
You think so?
He's like, you think so? It was a sheet? Thought it was a poncho. his whole life he's been hating Mexicans for no reason.
Well, technically, a poncho is a blanket with a hole in it. Just not for your bottom head, your top head.
Yeah, see, so Luffy's saying, why wouldn't that be allowed? You get 10 cars for your friend, you charge them for the work. Yeah, but you sign a contract that only you. So that's the great. Is like the contract says that you can't do that. It's all stupid. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's whatever. Everybody's fucking each other, but that I don't care. Nobody's getting hurt. That's
Yeah.
What do I give a shit about? Enterprise is making their 10 car money anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So as long as they're not crashing,
I don't know why he got angry.
he got angry because they want to do it. And also, they're scared. What if another guy crashes a car? It's not you. Whatever.
Yeah.
They have their reasons. You have a contract. And that's what it is. It's contracts. Everyone signs these contracts. Movie people, contracts. Fucking podcasts, you're on a network, contract.
It's all contracts.
It's all contracts, bro. Let's see. What do we have? Oh, shit. While we're on the subject of insurances and contracts, have you been... People have been getting mad also at the new Marvel movie that's coming out, Captain Marvel. Have you heard about this?
No.
You don't know Captain Marvel?
Well, no, I do. I've seen the trailers. But what were they mad about, people?
They don't like Brie Larson.
Okay.
She's a bit of a cunt. She comes off as a bit of a cunt, but I don't know if in real life she's shitty. She's just
Maybe just in the role they find her to be a bit cunty, or like
no. In the role, they find her to be like all the photos that have come out and the videos that they've shown. If you look at it, she looks disinterested all the time. But that's how her face is. She always looks like that. She always look. So if you see her in another movie, she just always looks bored. So it's not her fault in that's how she looks. It's
Yeah.
Marvel's fault for casting her,
Yeah.
right? But now the thing is coming out. People start saying, "Hey, wait a second, Captain Marvel." If you look at the comics, how like Thor is jacked, this and that. The comics, Captain Marvel has like a crazy body, like fucking perky butt and all that.
I saw that.
So they're talking about her ass, and they go, "How come?" You see, these photos have come out. how come she has no ass, right? And then people said, hey, that's body shaming her. But then people came out and said, how is it body shaming her? But when Thor and all the other guy actors had to undergo so much transformation, work out to get the bodies of the comic book characters, how come nobody said that it was body shaming them? Even like Batman, they were calling him too fat,
Yeah.
all that. So how come it's only body shaming when it happens
it's a
to
woman?
a woman?
Yeah.
And that's actually a good fucking point, right? That's actually a fucking
Double
good point.
standards,
It's a
bro.
double standard, yeah. That is a tragic ass. Marvin goes, yeah. It's. I mean, look, it's. But they hired from what I know from the inside is they hired a woman to do to be her butt double. So I don't think it's gonna look like that in the movie.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Now some people said, hey, how come they didn't hire body doubles for the guys
Well,
and the
maybe
guys
she
had to
can't.
work out? Look, that's their business. It's their fucking
Yeah.
movie. They could. I mean, they hired her. I don't care about the butt so much because you're not gonna notice in the movie they're gonna have a butt double. I mostly
Maybe
I,
she took a pay cut to have a butt double. You don't know that.
I mostly no, she didn't. I guarantee
Oh,
she didn't take a
okay.
pay cut. It's Marvel. They have money. They hired the fucking butt double dickhead. I mostly care about the acting. I don't think acting wise, like just the way she is,
Yeah.
like that whole like
What movies was she in? Refresh me.
room, not the room. But there's a photo here of Spider-Man. What's his name? The young kid now that plays Spider-Man. His ass against her ass, and he has a
nice-
perky. Yeah, he has a nice- But good, fucking Spider-Man, bro. They did him justice. Spider-Man always had a great ass, bro. Everybody knows that. So it's
hilarious.
interesting. Let's see. Poseidon is now trying to work out how to apply doubles to hookers. Yeah. You wanna? Can I? Yeah, your banger. Can we get one of your stunt doubles to come in here? One of your butt doubles. So for this, all I'm saying is, yeah, now they've made it obvious that there's a double standard. They've made it that pretty obvious. But because in the end, you're not gonna see in the final product, you're not gonna see it like that flat ass that you see there. You won't see in the movie. You're gonna see her stunt double's ass. So you're gonna see a nice ass in the movie. Theoretically, if you see this in the movie, it's gonna make all kinds of memes. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're walking, and then you just see a fucking cardboard, this piece of cardboard. They won't do that, right? And I'm not trying to shame her. I'm just saying they won't do that because it looks off. It's
But
not
she
the
should
character.
have worked out at least a bit.
But
or
even if
something.
genetic, maybe she can't. Like some people just can't get
Well, no.
calves. Some people can't. Some people
Well,
can't.
no, look at what's her name? Yanette Garcia's pictures before and after. How skinny she was.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's a lot of genetics too. There's a lot of genetics. Like I learned this about calves, right? Because I've always had fucking badass calves.
Yeah, same here.
When I was getting trained, somebody was telling me, "Yo, you know that you're lucky because there's people here that work out because I wasn't working out." And like that can't. It's just genetic. They won't look like that. They don't have the same. It's just genetics depends on what you have.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she might not be able to grow an ass, like a good ass. She might be able to get a bigger ass. It doesn't mean that it's gonna be nice. Plus the time it's gonna take.
Yeah.
Yanette Garcia took years. Like they're not gonna be like, okay, we're gonna film this movie that needs to come out next year. We'll film it in 6 years, hoping that you grow a fucking ass. It's not gonna happen. So I don't blame her for that. I mean, what's she gonna do?
Yeah, but at least I don't know.
Show them calves on cam, bro. Maybe I'll do the single cam, put my leg up. Not you. Actually, you can show them. You do have nice calves because you're a big guy. He's gonna show you his calves. Those aren't nice calves, bro.
Huh?
Those aren't nice calves. No, they're not. They're regular calves.
They're meaty, bro. Well, they look nicer when I'm standing up.
Okay. So here's the thing. I'm telling you, Yo Pantelis. How much can you squat? When I squat, I don't put weights on my shoulders. I used to only when I had a trainer. Now I just squat to stretch my back out. I fucking hate it. I'm more concerned about her acting. Just that fucking bored stare.
Yeah.
Aliens.
That resting bitch face.
Yeah. Oh, aliens. Oh shit. What are you gonna? Yeah. Tom's like he went 0 to gay in 39 minutes. That's good, Tom.
Well, it's like me at the gym. Like I'm very good with exercises that have to do with pulling, so like back exercises and stuff. Stop it. But pushing, like chest, I'm weaker. It's just how I am. You know, some guys are the opposite.
Some guys are the opposite. Yeah, obviously everybody has their own strengths
know?
and weaknesses. Poseidon, you don't need to tell us. We're aware that everyone has strengths and or weaknesses. Some more strengths, some more weaknesses. So, yeah, about that Brie Larson. That's it. That's all. Let's see. And at the end of the day, it's a comic book movie about who. Yeah, that's it. It's at the end of the day, if the role can be played properly and you enjoy the fucking movie and you feel like your 10, 15, 20, depends where you watch it, bucks is well spent, who gives a fuck? Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Most of it's CGI anyway, so all you care about is the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen? Fuck! I choked on my saliva. Have you seen the behind the scenes of actors in superhero movies acting out like superpowers and shit
On the
bro?
green screen, all that. By the way, I
It's
got my green
hilarious.
screen. My green screen's here, and it's easy to set up. It's just that we haven't done the chroma key shit. Maybe next episode, I think that's when we're gonna start using the green screen. Next week, by the way, just a reminder, there's not gonna be Pantelis live because we're gonna be in Toronto. Yeah, got some important business, so we're not gonna be able to do it next Sunday. I mean, technically, I guess I could do it from the hotel, but
And I can't do it the Sunday after because I did shift changes to be able to make it to Toronto.
thug life, keep it gangster. I'll do it myself. I'll use the green screen.
Nice.
I'll make you
So
appear.
that's when you'll. Oh really? You'll make me appear.
Green screen Poseidon doing his superpowers. Yeah, exactly. Just him like this. The funniest thing I could do to you is get you in a green screen so you could do all the motions for the superpowers and then not add superpowers. Just have you.
I'm just doing this.
Yeah. Like, is he jerking off?
Boy.
Yeah, Ray, nothing next week. Just because, I mean, technically I could bring, because I am going to have my laptop, but I don't know if what we're going to be doing on Sunday. But technically I could have a camera there and still do the live stream, bring a mic, but it might
You
not
have
be.
a camera on your laptop, no?
Yeah, but it might not be as well. It might not be. Because here, look, we have the studio, we're set up. You know, it's fucking simple.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to sweat it. So don't worry. You'll go without me for a week, but it doesn't matter. There's still going to be 2 drink minimum. So you're still going to get 2 DM, baby, and 2 drink minimum shots. By the way, for those of you who don't know, the shots are available on Compound, obviously, but they were made specifically to be on iTunes and on YouTube. So go to the YouTube channel, share that shit, tell your friends about shots, because some people don't subscribe to Compound. So the only way they could actually see any episode of 2 drink minimum is if they see the shots, which
Yeah.
are different episodes, but still, they're fun and they're out there. Yeah.
Fun.
And let's see what's gonna happen with 2 drink minimum. What we're gonna do this year. Let's see. I
Oh,
found
shit.
padded muscle undershirt on Amazon. Shot. Yeah, Ray. The shots are good. No, the shots are. They're easy to fucking consume. They're
They're not that long, and
No, they're-
they fly like this.
yeah. The most I think is around a half hour that we've
Yeah.
released, because the conversation goes into
They're
that.
usually around like 20 minutes. No?
Yeah, that's what I like to keep them at, around 20 minutes. Make it easy. By the way, can you speak French, Pantelis? I'd love to see you on sous-écoute. I could speak French, and people have already tweeted Mike, or me and Mike about sous-écoute. I think, I don't know. I guess if he'll tweet enough, I'm going to do it. But I think there are plans for me to do it. I think his schedule, though, he already has like a long list of the people that are going on. But yeah, I do speak French. I was born here. So I have a thick accent, but I definitely speak French.
Croissant.
Con. Means idiot in French, so that's what I called him.
What was that joke you had that goes, but no, you know what I'm talking about?
What?
That joke you had.
What
that
joke?
goes, "Mais non, quoi."
Yeah, why? I'm not gonna tell my stage jokes here,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
I'm working on those, but
Okay.
and it won't make sense to people who don't speak French.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
My
so
apologies.
don't accept his apologies because
Why
he'll
not?
continue doing this nonsense. Oh, I've been. By the way, my joke about the it's a prank. It's a prank, bro. The guy was naked. in
Oh
his house.
yes.
Oh,
yes.
dude, I fucking tightened the screws
Yeah?
up on it.
You killed it.
Killed it on Friday, that joke. Yeah. So I can't wait till he sees it. Like one day he's gonna see me do it.
Who?
The guy who it's about. So like, wait, what the fuck? My wife cheating on me.
Oh, it's pretty obvious.
2DM is tits. Show your dick. Fucking Brian. Brian, are you late? You just showed up. Fuck. 2DM is tits. 2 drink minimum is the fucking funnest show. I love doing 2 drink minimum.
I love it too.
It's the funnest thing to do. This is just a break. That's why I'm always advertising 2 drink minimum on anything that we're doing. It's the show. God damn it.
It's the show of shows.
Yeah. So that's our like a superhero show, because I come from one podcast, Mike comes from another, come together and bam.
And I come from a cave.
No, I don't speak French on a daily basis unless I have to. The language I speak the most is English, and then it'll be Greek. French is we're parc-exers, so French is
Third.
third. I mean, it depends when. Sometimes it could be first, second, depends where I am or if
Yeah.
I need it. But the past couple of years, most of my work has been, with Americans. Everything I watch.
American.
Yeah, so I haven't spoken French fully throughout the day for years now. It's been maybe a decade.
Speaking of French, I lost my court case.
Okay, how'd you lose your court case?
First one.
This is the one that you were speeding.
This is the speeding ticket one.
How'd you lose? So far I'm undefeated.
Me too. I hadn't lost a ticket.
No, you're not undefeated anymore. You can't say that.
Well, I was.
You can't. Nobody says that. You know, after the champion loses,
Yeah.
he's not like, yeah, I'm still the champ. I was the champ before this match started.
No.
You lost.
You know what I meant. But yeah, the judge was a cunt, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, biggest
What'd
fucking
she say?
cunt. Huh? So,
Hey, you look like a criminal.
first of all, there were 5 other people there that got the same ticket as me.
Okay.
So right there, it's suspicious. You know,
What do you mean the same space, the same area?
the same area, the same days.
What?
Yeah. So right there, it's suspicious. And I was the only one with a witness. And so there was a guy that went up before me, and he gave distances in meters. I'm gonna tell you how I lost, because I lost because of one thing she told me. So
She
he
probably caught him in like a weird series of lies.
No. But the truth is, I wasn't speeding that day. I was not going. You know me. I drive like a maniac. But I was bringing my coworker home. I had my cruise control on. The truth is, I had it on 70 because it's usually a 70 zone, but it's 50 because it's a construction.
So you were speeding.
I was going 20 over, but I was not going 106, bro.
Oh, they said you were going 106 on a 50.
Yes. So
That's
it's-
a lie, because then you would have lost your license.
Yeah, that's when I got my license suspended. Remember last year, the 7-day suspension that I had.
So what happened now when you lost the case?
No, now I have 3 points left. I lost 10 points.
Oh, that's because normally if you go double the speed limit
Yeah.
or more in Quebec, you lose your license.
No,
In Quebec, yeah, if you
so
go double, if the limit was 50 and you went 106,
I read the laws. The first infraction on double the speed limit is a 7-day suspension. Second is 30 days, and then the third is three or more months.
so you could go double the speed. You go 200 on the 40, let's say, or on the 15, you go 200.
Yeah. And you get the first time you do that, it's a 15.
I just have a week
it's
off.
It's a 7-day suspension. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Anyways, so she had a bunch of arguments at the cop. She was sitting outside with her legs out, and that's how she got me on the radar. But I saw her from far, and she never had her legs out. Like there was a bunch of arguments that
She never had her legs out. What?
she never had her legs out because she said the door was wide open, like just a bunch of bullshit.
Wait, while you're driving at 106, the door was open and her legs were out, is what they said?
No, she was on the side with her legs open in the middle of winter, waiting because she said I was the only car that
With
passed.
her legs open? What
Yeah.
is that? What do
with
you mean?
her legs out of the car, and she was aiming the radar like this. Anyways, a bunch of shit. So the guy before, he gives distances with meters, and the judge goes to him, "Oh, you can't tell meters with from that far away with just your eyesight." So the guy lost. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna give examples with meters because I'm gonna lose as well.
Yeah.
So she goes, "What was the distance?" I go to her, "Look, Your Honor, the lady says it was 279. It could have been 500 that I had seen her, 600 meters. I can't tell you for a fact. I'd be lying." I go to her, I can't measure distance,
Bitch, I can't count.
you know? And she goes, "Oh, just based off of the fact that you can't tell us the approximation of meters, that you can't raise reasonable doubt." But all the arguments that I destroyed, bro, the prosecutor was shaking. The prosecutor thought she was gonna lose. So, and then she goes, "But wait," and I go to her, "Wait, hold on, but you just told the other guy before he used an approximation of meters, and you told him he can't say that. Now I'm saying that."
I don't want to use an approximation meters
Because I'd be lying.
because I'm not a fucking ruler.
Yeah, and now I go, well,
You told her this?
yeah.
What'd she
And
say?
she goes, "Well, this is my judgment. You can't do anything about it." And bro, she's just a cunt, bro.
You should do what I did. Remember when we went?
And I had a witness,
remember
too.
when we went and I kept yelling, "Suspicious!"
And I even had a witness, bro. And all the arguments that the cop had on the paper, like I had a witness say that she was never outside of the car because the cop said she was outside of the car with her legs out and with the radar.
Yeah.
All of
I
that
like
shit.
this legs out thing. I don't know why that has anything
I don't
to do
know.
with anything.
I don't know because
Your Honor, I need you to know that I had the gun and my legs were spread because it was maybe they thought you caught her fucking someone in the car.
No.
My legs were spread because I had a gun.
The police officer wrote she had her legs outside of the car.
But why would you write that?
I don't know.
What does that have to do with anything?
And not just that. And then I told him, like, she followed me for 2 minutes through the tunnel without pulling me over. She tried to overtake me, like, all that shit. No, guilty. I was like,
Wait, if her
motherfucker.
legs were out of the car, how'd she catch you?
Huh? Well, she put her legs back in, closed the door, and came after
But
me.
if you were
That's what
going
she
that
said.
fast,
Nah.
how could she intercept you?
I told
right
them
there?
that. Bro, I brought them.
Oh, that doesn't even make any sense.
Bro, I brought them times from work that I punched out. I brought them everything, bro, papers. Still guilty. I was like,
Yeah, you're not likable. Fuck, I should have come as your witness.
But you weren't my witness.
They don't know that.
Yeah, they do, because my witness was also, he had to drive me home after because they
Right.
suspended my license on the spot.
Do they have his name on paper right
Yes,
there in the
yes,
court?
Yeah.
Do they know what he looks like? I could have been, what's his name? Mohammed Abdul Abbas? I would have been Abdul Abbas.
His
I
name
would
was
have come in
Danny.
there and I would have said, Madam, listen. Why are you Islamophobic? What is this? You assume I try to crash, blow things up. Never. I was like, oh, we don't want a fucking incident on our hands. All right. Let the Muslims
And
go.
I felt bad for the guy before me. This guy, it was 16 points. She said that he was doing 164 kilometers in a 70 zone on the 40. But the guy drives a Mazda Protege.
Do they even go that fast?
Bro, Mazda Pro, I don't think they can pass 120. And if it does pass 120,
It'll blow up.
yeah. Bro, it's like a 1.3 liter engine.
I like that. What do you think I'm driving?
I'm
Your
like-
Honor, I wish I had a car that can do that.
And no, still guilty. And everyone that went up, guilty.
I would love one day if this happens and some, like, we go and we fuck with them. Like, you're going this fast, and I go, Your Honor, you do realize that I drive a bicycle. What? Yeah, you have a bicycle.
But what's crazy, it was all around the same area, around the same days.
Marco
the
says he had a
the
Mazda
same
Protege
car.
that went 250.
Okay, but that's different. He modified it.
He probably didn't.
That's
I miss that
impossible.
fucker a lot. He misses it a lot.
250. 250?
Oh, he probably modified it. Marco doesn't fuck around. He probably
That's
modifies his
crazy,
shit.
bro. 250?
Yeah.
My car can't go 250.
Yeah, that's because you're sitting in it.
Oh, go fuck yourself. So
It's a
yeah,
whole weight balancing issue.
yeah. This is the first court case that I go and that I lose, but it's the first court case that I have with SQ, the SQ.
The Sûreté de Québec. They're
Yeah,
like the...
bro, big cunts, bro. These
Yeah.
people, bro, fucking cunts, bro.
Yeah, I try my best to stay away from all these cocksuckers. I don't like to do it with issues of that nature. Let's see. I once went like 180 in a 91 Chrysler van on the highway, and everything was shaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what happened to me? When I got my car, not this one, the one before, I had the Focus. It was new, I got it, and I had those sports rims, the nice ones that I got from the States. So when I first put them up, apparently I needed spacers. You know, like just a little bit, like 5 millimeters or whatever, little spacers you put, like little plastic circles you put between, so that it could fill up the gap. There was a bit of a gap.
Between the tire and the rim?
Yeah.
Ah.
So what happened was you can't feel it until you're going super fast, right? So I was going super fast on the highway. It was the middle of the night. I was going towards Saint Jerome. Bro, the whole fucking car is shaking, bro. I thought I was going to blow up. And then I found out after, like, no, you got to put spacers. So I had Viron go to
Jesus
like a flea
Christ.
market and shit. And he bought me, he found me spacers because I don't know how to. Yeah, I get him to do all the car shit.
Yeah,
I was like, where do you get this? He's like, go to the flea market. I was like, I don't know what a flea market is.
But Veron gets car parts from I don't know where, bro. This guy,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
But he always gets into trouble. Remember that whole thing that happened with eBay? Some guy, because he used my account, and then the guy fucking took money from my.
Oh yeah. He's always on Facebook looking for parts. I see his comments. It's funny.
He just needs to open a garage one day.
Yeah, seriously.
Let's see. Bullshit. It wouldn't go 180 riding on the space shuttle. Yeah. Listen, Poseidon. Stop fucking around, all right? They're on to you. So, let's see what we have here. Oh, Google tracking everything. I want to talk about this.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, Google wants to be part of everything in your house. They want to have cameras. They're trying to motivate people to have cameras inside every room in the house, just to track just so that they could then give you ads and suggest things that make sense for you, based on things that you talk about, what time you get home, what is that. This is the kind of fucking automation and future that we're building.
That's
towards.
lunacy. That's insanity.
Look, it's a bit much, man. Like, I like having certain benefits of the technology that we have now. But I was watching a documentary today on YouTube when I was at home. It was called Year Million or something. Morpheus from Matrix, he was doing the voiceover for it. It was like a history or National Geographic show. I don't know what the fuck. So, and the Year Million, I think it's called. And it's not. The year million is arbitrary. It's just a number, just to show you the future. They're just not talking about. And they were talking about artificial intelligence. And again, that subject came up about singularity. The dangerous problem is when we develop AI that knows so much and is conscious of itself. and then it tries to take over. Because how you gonna, if it knows, if it's conscious, right? And then you have to give it rights, all this fucking weird shit. But then it knows what it is, and it's superior. It could do everything better than you. It becomes the master race on the planet. And they weren't saying if, they were saying when that happens, we're kind of fucked. But we're in charge right now. Why let that happen? Why don't
seriously.
Why don't we limit at some point the capability of AI? Right? Keep it as a service, not push it to become conscious.
It's like that movie. What's it called with Will Smith? The robots, iRobot.
Yes, I Reboot.
Yeah, that was a crazy movie.
I never saw that movie.
It was very good.
Yeah, but it's probably something like this. It's probably about them waking up.
Yeah, it's but because they had robots as servants, so they would do everything.
Facebook will become self-aware before Cortez. Yes. Tom, very good. Yeah, that was a good one. Marvin agrees. Marvin's like, yes. But don't you guys, am I crazy for saying this? Like, how about we don't push towards the end, if that's true, if the singularity is our problem, and we're like, when that happens, oh boy, and we just keep making, so then why don't you fucking set limits, legal limits? Billy, you can't fucking create a goddamn robot that could think for itself that much. Like, it can only follow patterns, you know? There's a police robot that's there to defuse bombs. That's all it should do. It shouldn't fucking think about the meaning of life and... no.
Why was I created, man?
Yeah, put some fucking limits then.
But I'm gonna tell you quick the plot of iRobot. I think it was Will Smith played a cop that hated automation. Like even when he's driving his car, the car kept trying to take over. It's like no. And
I'm with Will Smith on this.
So basically, like they have robot servants for the households for different things as employees of hotels, and people are, I think they're just not working. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. I saw this a long time ago.
Talking about that world I was talking about earlier. That's the world we're shaping towards. Yeah.
That was an interesting movie. And then what happens is the robots sort of like wake up and they turn violent against the owners, and then Will Smith is trying to they're like trying to take over the world after. It's just a crazy movie.
Yeah, you see, so here's what Beardus... By the way, Beardus, I want to get back later to... I heard you got suspended from Twitter. It's not permanent, right? You're going to come back. But Beardus says, even if we did put limits on AI, some crazy asshole in China would still go ahead. That's true.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. If that's one guy or one... You know, like, there's no reason to do that except for us trying to self-destroy. That could be fine, right? We could probably manage it. But if it's government-funded, if the whole planet now is pushing towards... making us second-class creatures on the planet, that's fucking insane to me.
Yeah.
And like, we need to automate stuff, and we are automating stuff, and we don't need to automate consciousness. So that's fucking insane to me.
Yeah, that is a little fucking crazy.
And first of all, wouldn't you feel bad if something like, let's say right now, like already like animals, right? Animals have consciousness, right? We still fucking eat them, you know, and we feel bad about it. You know what I mean? Like there's vegans that you don't feel bad about anything. You don't feel bad about rape.
Yeah, that's true.
So
what?
Wouldn't you feel shitty? Like, what's the benefit of having a fucking robot that you know has like feelings, like it thinks, and then be like, yeah, we gotta recycle you, bro.
Yeah, and then it finding out that its sole purpose was just to
suck someone's dick because they're making all those dick sucking robots.
Yeah.
Imagine a dick sucking robot that wakes up and realizes it was built to suck dudes' dicks. It's like, oh, what am I, Bill Maher?
I don't know who that is, but anyways, I don't know why I laughed. Anyways, it was like that article of. Sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just had to burp. There was that article of that robot that it wrote your sex doll, your AI sex doll can be hacked in the future by hackers, and it could be used to kill you.
Well, you can hack anything. You can hack cars, right? You know that. So every new car, I forgot after what year, has those chips inside it, just in case the government needs, you know about this, to put a stop on the car. You heard about this shit?
No.
Viren was telling me, I think. So every car now that's been made, I forgot since what year, they all have chips inside. They're all, you board in order to see what the problems are, you connect a laptop to it. This, right? Yeah. And everything's in there. Yeah. It's all computerized, right? Yes. And remember when they used to have, I haven't seen cars have it anymore. Remember they used to have that button they used for Star or whatever the fuck
SOS or OnStar.
OnStar. What happened to OnStar?
They went still in American cars, I think.
Okay, in Canada we don't have that shit no more. But they could track your car just the same way that. The same way that Sirius works, right? You get satellite signals anywhere. So they could, from what I understand, they could control your car from a distance. But it's like you have to be super high level.
Super high level
hacker or like it's kind of like when you try to hack into the CIA, for example. everything is hackable. But in order to be someone, or you have the programs that you could do that, it's not some fucking kid in his basement's gonna do it.
Yeah, you need to be like somewhere in a fucking cave, bro, in the middle of nowhere.
He doesn't know who Bill Maher, the science guy, is. Yeah.
Wasn't that Bill Nye?
Yeah, no, he's making up jokes. You know Bill Nye, that we know for sure.
Yeah, because that cunt.
Bill Nye, the science guy.
Or Bill Nye.
I want
the faggot
doctors to do
guy.
the same thing. I want doctors to go on TV always with a stethoscope. You see what I have? It's because I'm a doctor. That's Why do you have to have your stethoscope everywhere you go? He's in the sauna, naked towel, but a stethoscope. I'm a doctor, guys. Anybody need a prostate exam? While we're here, I'm a doctor. So,
or like if a dentist walking around everywhere with like a fucking drill.
The next wars will be hacker wars, and we will laugh at the time we were launching physical shit at each other. I don't know, Pepper. I don't know, Pepper Mario, because I do agree that the hacker war is coming, and it's already here. You know, like even with China and stuff, everybody's hacking, and they're always complaining. But there's still the whole population thing, right? People who are in control don't want big populations globally. They're harder to control. You know what I mean? And they're harder to feed. There's too many people, especially with these new programs that we're trying to launch in the wake of more things being automated. And like we were talking about that universal income and all that shit. So the less people, the less problems. So I think we're still due for a big physical war.
Yeah. Well, who was it? Who said that? Einstein said it?
What?
Einstein said the World War III will be fought with missiles and nuclear missiles, and World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones or some shit. Wasn't it him that said that?
I don't know, but he
Somebody
wasn't
said
a
that.
prophet. He was a scientist.
No, he was a scientist, but he said, I don't know, the way the world was going back in the days, he said this.
Back in the days, they were also fighting with guns and.
Yeah.
Well, that saying, I don't know who said it, but that saying was just about we're gonna go so far that we're gonna have to restart.
Yeah.
But that's another theory that people have, is that the reason why we keep finding shit that we can't explain, that's over 5,000, 10,000 years old, is because we've done this before and we fucked ourselves.
Yeah.
And we have to restart, and we're doing it again. Let's see. That's the closest Poseidon has ever come to accurately quoting something smart. Yeah, he was close. Cyber Holocaust. Yeah, because they could do a lot. Think about it. Fucking Marvin, that's actually a good term. Because if you think about it, the way it is now, right? Because you can control, you order shit from Amazon. Fuck, dude, you could really fuck someone's life up.
Yeah.
You could really fuck someone's life up digitally. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Man, like, talking about all this shit, you know what it makes me want to do, bro? Just
suck a dick.
No, just fucking leave. Go to some island in Greece, bro. Build a hut and live in the fucking hut by the beach.
Why a hut? Can I tell you? You see, his fucking... Bro, build a hut. Why not a house?
Or a house, bro. Whatever. But you know what I mean.
It's not a whatever.
No, but
bro, I want to live inside a well.
No, but you know my point. Like, it just makes you want to go live
off the grid.
Yes.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, the plan should always be to go off the grid. I don't know. Or the plan should be to always have access to go off the grid.
Yeah.
You feel me, dog? You feel me?
Yeah. Like, I know when... Legacy has a house in the mountains on his island. And I remember, like, whenever I was there, bro, it was amazing. It was so quiet, so peaceful, bro.
Yeah, that's his island life.
Bro, not just... It was in the mountains. There was no...
In that small island, though, you realize there's no hookers, right?
No, I know. But, like, there was no... I didn't think about that at that point, but there was no traffic noise. There was just nature, bro. It was beautiful. It was amazing. I had no stress, bro. I had no stress, and yet I had nothing around me.
Yeah. The whole world could be blowing up, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Well, the goal, but there's so many people on the planet, but the goal would be for most people, if they can, to do that, to always have a backup plan.
Yeah.
Like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah.
But it's hard, because even now, there's so many laws in North America about even the shit that you can grow on your own property. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like with vegetables, because they don't really want you to be self-sufficient. They don't want that at all. They need you to be dependent on the teat of the gouvernement. That's how it is.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's fucked.
Let's see. You guys realize it's like that about an hour from Montreal. Like if you go north, Marco, you know what the problem is with that shit, Marco? Is that if you're talking about Europe, if you're talking about like Mediterranean, because of the weather, it's not as hard to go off the grid.
Yeah.
Whereas here, because the winters are terrible, electricity is a fucking must.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
firewood.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of shit that could happen. So yeah,
You could get attacked by a bear.
Poseidon would bang that girl who crawls out of the well in the ring. Yeah, you ever seen the ring?
No, I haven't, but I know what he's talking about.
She's just crawling towards
Yeah,
you.
that's
Everybody's
so
running,
weird.
and you're like, "Yo, what up, girl?"
How much to suck this
Yeah,
dick?
you looking for a shower? Let's see. Marco's like, yeah, it's fucking insane here. The whole laws about the what you can grow is fucking crazy. I don't know. That's weird that a government could put those laws on. I keep telling people the government how fucked up it is. Like the government is supposed to be a certain. You're the boss of the government, but they've turned the tables on everybody. And nobody notices.
Yeah.
Everybody's scared of the government. What the fuck? You work for us.
Yeah.
It's so
fucked up.
strange how they. And then kids grow up with that mentality.
Yeah.
Like the government's in charge. Like no, the whole point that there's government and not royalties because people didn't want kings and queens anymore. They wanted to have the power. It's fucking absurd. It's fucking crazy what's happened. Let's see. He definitely screamed Wilson as he nuts. Yeah. So Poseidon off the grid. The AI thing. I don't know if it scares me. I don't know. Fear. I don't know. I'm not. It's not that I'm fearful or whatever, but it is something interesting. It's something to think about because everything does get automated. Like shit doesn't exist, and then new career paths open. But I think that creatively, that's going to be the last thing that stands. Creative jobs. So comedian, it's going to be hard for a robot to take that over. Remember South Park with that robot with the jokes? Oh, you never seen that episode?
No.
So I think maybe creative jobs might be the last to go because you need a human being.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you think about even movies, CGI,
Yeah.
you could like look at video games, right? You can have CGI do all kinds of crazy shit. It looks beautiful.
Yeah. Like the World of Warcraft movie, bro. Like you could make animated things.
Wasn't that shit? The World
It
of
was
Warcraft?
shit, but you can. What I'm trying to say is you can have like computer generated images have emotion. Like,
Yeah, but why would that be your example? Wouldn't you use a good movie to have that? Lord of the Rings.
Lord of
or-
the whatever. No, Lord of the Rings wasn't CGI.
What do you mean? You thought those were real orcs?
No, but there was people dressed up in costumes.
Well, no. Like, you know, when they had all the battlefield scenes?
No, that's I'm
What do you
talking
think, they
about.
had 6,000 people
No, I'm
dressed up
talking
as
about
orcs?
when. No, I'm talking about when orcs were talking. When there was like 5 orcs in the scene.
Yeah.
When there was 5 orcs in the scene, that was costumes. It wasn't CGI.
Yeah, but there was CGI too in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah, there
Lord of
was
the Rings
plenty.
was heavy. Most of it was CGI. Like, you know, Schmeagol,
Yeah,
that guy wasn't a costume. That was CGI.
yeah, I know. But that's because he was very skinny. Schmeagol. It was a very small. It was hard.
What are you talking about? That's CGI. With emotion. What do you mean he was small? What does that have to do with anything? Are you getting tangled up in your web of lies again? Yeah, obviously. Okay. Let's say I might finally get a good job since creatively is all I have. Yeah, maybe creativity is all you have, Tanaka. I don't know if it's going to be easy to get good jobs because the hard thing now is I was actually having this conversation with E-Rock when I was in New York about even Sirius, right? So what SiriusXM does now is if you look at the channels that they have, most of them are branded like, let's say, LL Cool J's Suck My Balls or whatever it's called, Rock the Balls. And they just play, they take a big name, they brand that channel. The big name a lot of times isn't even part of the channel. It's there once a month or once ever if they have recording. And then it's mostly ads. They run playlists and they sell ads. You know what I mean? So even those jobs don't have, like back in the day you would need, like let's say O&A, you know, you need the creative guys that would make it work and happen. Now, not that much. Now they care about that name, the brand name, what they can sell, and then everything else can go fuck themselves. Which is why podcasting picked up for a while, and these other networks, like let's say Compound, Riotcast, all, you know, just so people could be like, hey, I want to hear real people talk. I don't want to hear 5 minutes of, yeah, and did you see that at the Oscars last night? And oh, okay, we'll get back to it once we hear the latest from Ariana Grande. Yeah, barbecue grill. Like, you know, it's people got tired of that shit. Let's see. Exactly, Big P. Are you talking about exactly for the series thing? The whole even terrestrial radio. Sometimes what happens is I don't connect the Bluetooth when I get in the car, so it's on. Sometimes it's on NPR or something, like because I do the tune thing, and sometimes it's even on the local ones here, like Virgin Radio 96 or whatever.
96.9.
Yeah, and 95.9, and I hear
95.9.
it like I heard it 2 days ago. That's why it's fresh in my head, and I was like, "Fuck, man!" There's people who think that this is radio. Like there are people who have never listened to Howard Stern, Opie and Ann, you know what I mean? And never listen to conversations, and they hear these phony conversations, you know, conversations that people would never have. you know? So those kids, they gave you a headache over the weekend. Well, we got the problem solved for you. What's going to happen is if you call in and you're the sixth call and you tell us how bad those kids are, whoa, we're going to give you some bottle service. And by that, we mean milk for the kids. And it's just fucking, who talks like that? I was hearing something like that right now when I was coming. They go bottle service, but you get Saturday night for the parents' bottle service. Not the kind of bottle service you were thinking. And I was like, what? Who talks like that? Who talks like that? A reason, like, let's say right now
if you were to talk like that in person, people would think you're insane.
People would try to murder me. Look, guys, right now, let's say right now I find out we have a sponsor. He's like, look, I sell milk. Do you think that's how I would fucking sell the milk ad on the fucking show? No.
No.
I'd be like, by the way, if you guys want special milk or whatever, here's the fucking promo code. It's good milk.
Some good ass milk.
Yeah, here, enjoy the milk. I'm like, whoa, guys, bottle service, but I mean baby bottle service. You would be like, Pantelis, can I fucking murder you? Can I stab you in the fucking eyes? And some people don't know. Some people, like, when they hear that kind of radio shit, and then they hear, like, podcasts, they hear us, they hear Comey out, like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's real people having a conversation versus whatever the fuck that retardation is.
Yeah. Because I think I know why they do that, though. They try to make it, like, catchy. So
But it's not. It feels...
But every time I hear that, I cringe.
Yeah,
I get annoyed.
Disgusted. I get so frustrated. I'm driving. I'll hear that. I'll be like, oh, yeah, I got to take this car off the fucking bridge.
Yeah, I get very frustrated.
It's so frustrating.
That's why I never listen to the radio. I just...
Randy in the mornings. Yeah, exactly, Tom. Yeah, like, in hot water makes fun of that shit, too. Fucking... It's so annoying. But people... That's the problem, is that a lot of people don't understand what's going on. All that... Those people are garbage. They're normally no talents. They're very good at reading shit. Right? But they have no actual charisma, no character that people can relate to and like. But their job is simple. Go there. You don't need a real thought process because you're a fucking dipshit. Sell this. Put that song on. We get paid for the ads. You're a fucking idiot who sells out. Easy peasy. Go ahead. You're not going to get any more... You're not going to get any more good radio unless you go online, you look for it yourself. On the real radio, never. I mean, even serious. Once... Like, look at Howard Stern. You know, his hours are reduced or whatever. Now I think it's 3 days a week and 5 hours a day, 6 to 8 hours a day, whatever he does, which is pretty funny. But let's say Howard Stern retires, if ever he decides. There's Jim and Sam who have conversations. Who else is having Bennington? The 3 shows. Let's say you think of a 4th. And don't say Bonfire because you get that already if you like Legion of Skanks. So that already exists apart. You know, that type of... What do you get? I mean, it's gone. Everybody who's going to grow up, all these other generations, are going to get fucking...
Whoa, dude.
Yeah. Whoa, we got a brand new single from Justin Bieber's child. 4 years old and already singing. Well, wasn't that amazing? Brought to you by Suck My Dick Cola.
Everything has become so fake. You know, like...
Yeah, I don't know. I never liked that shit. It always bothered me. It always fucking bothered me because I used to be able to listen to real talk radio, like people having conversations, because real people having conversations. You could be right, you could be wrong. That's the same thing that I liked about Joe. That's what I like about like having Joe Rogan talk about anything with people. Yeah. People having conversations. The second it's agenda driven and you're trying to sell something, and all terrestrial radio, most of it's pre-recorded. Even what I loved about O&A when they used to make fun of those stupid during October is the fake bits. So what they would do is they'd be like, we caught Jim cheating on his wife. So his wife called us and asked us to help him get caught. And we're going to catch him here live. So we're going to give him a call and we're going to pretend like it's his side chick. But we're not really the mistress. We're on the radio. We're going to catch him. And then, he calls like, hey, it's me. Oh, hey, babe. I'm telling my wife I'm working late and then I'll come see you. And then the wife's like, it's me, you son of a bitch. Shit like that. But it's all fake. It's not even real people, you know?
I know.
And not only, and so many different radio stations would have the same bits. It's just shit. And a lot of people don't know. A lot of people have no idea that they've been like they've never heard real... Because there's good radio out there. Like, if the fucking amazing O&A days, Howard Stern, there was actual good radio. Bennington, I fucking loved, like, Ron and Fez. Fuck, man, I love that shit. I used to love Ron and Fez. Yeah. In France, they did it 5 years after. Oh, that's stupid. Let's see. Even Poseidon, okay, he has his place. Let's see, even Dragon Poseidon, C'est Quoi? 96.9. So even, I've never listened to C'est Quoi. It's like a local French station, but I see the ads. Because I don't give a fuck. Like, I remember there was, we're not going to talk about it, but there was one, I remember when I first started podcasting 10 years ago, and there was a radio station not too far from here. You know what I'm talking about? And we started getting some listeners. In the beginning, it was very hard. Like, we had 12 listeners, I remember, on the podcast. And then we started getting over 100, 1,000. We started getting a lot of downloads. So I go, oh, you know what? And it was still early on. We weren't getting too much, but we were getting a lot compared to radio. I knew that. So I wanted to have a weekly show on there, bring the guys there and do it on the radio.
Yeah.
And they're like, podcast doesn't mean a thing. No, this and that. So they didn't want anything to do with it. A year later, they started putting up their stuff online. So they would have numbers come out. And I remember the 4-H was doing like a couple of thousand downloads. And they were doing like 4 or something. 5. Like, nobody was listening to that shit. So I remember sending a message and laughing. I'd be like, yeah, remember a year ago? You said, man, what's up there with podcasts? I know, we're like 4,000 times the listeners you have, you fucking clowns. And all this shit, the reason why people wouldn't listen was it was the same garbage.
Yeah.
And now we're going to the news, which we can't really comment on, give our opinion, because we're going to get fired. So stupid. Let's see. Tom, my wife used to torture me with Scott and Todd on WPLG in the car. WPLG in the mornings.
What the fuck
welcome,
is that?
Scott. Oh, welcome, Todd. It's
You
good
actually
morning,
do.
buddy.
You actually have a good radio voice.
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
Because I'm making fun of them. I could do that too, but I'd kill myself. Could you imagine every morning? Welcome to Pants and Poseidon. Hey, buddy, what'd you and the wife do last night? Oh, those kids keeping you up, right? Let's go with one of our hit songs here from Ariana Grande. W105, Dick FM.
Oh my god! I think I'd want to stop you.
Yeah,
bro.
it's
Jesus
fucking.
Christ.
It's annoying because nobody in real life has those kind of conversations.
Nobody.
You're like, hey man, how you been? I've been great. How you been? You're like, all right, please get away from me.
Oh my!
Who invited you to my house?
I think one day I'm gonna walk into a house party and just act like that. Hey, what's up?
You know what? It sounds like the Duff Man.
Yeah, yeah.
The Duff Man. That's what it sounds like.
Great party you got here.
I always what I hate is the perfect morning zoo voice. What I hate is when they because remember how they used to make Howard Stern say like WNB when they're like, no, this is how we say it here. So like 105 Dick, and they cut themselves like it's a record. Dick FM, Dick FM. Dude, just fucking say it like me. I'm like, hey, follow me on Twitter. Or here's the YouTube channel. I'm like, Pantelis comedy. Pantelis comedy. It's fucking insane. It is insane. It drives me fucking. There's so much better shit. There's so much better shit on the internet. Like, I've been catching a lot of good podcasts on the internet that people who don't have broadcasting experience or even stand-ups, not even, and they're starting their own podcast and it's fun. They have OBS. They do live streams and shit,
Yeah.
and they're it's fun.
You know why? Because it's natural.
Because it's natural. They're guys that want to talk and have a conversation. And they're a million times better than anything you're going to get here when you tune into that fucking fake radio. We're giving tickets away to Metallica.
How's it still around? If nobody likes it anymore, I don't know who the fuck listens to radio anymore.
Well, look, people who are listening to this or watching this, technically this is a form of visual radio, what we're doing.
Yeah,
But I know what you
but
mean. Terrestrial, it's just people that they're used to. First, there's a lot of old people. There's a lot of old people who they grew up with these stations, right? And that's what they have in their car. That's what they're used to. Like, I got to listen to Randy in the morning. Oh, he's very edgy. He might get fired. He made a joke about poop the other day. He's a wild man. He's a wild. Can't hold him down. Can't hold Randy down. He's crazy. So they don't know. I'll give you. So what happened was all the good radio. So you don't know about this, but these guys guarantee they do. So Howard Stern was a big reason why good radio exists, because he's the one who inspired a lot of people. So Howard Stern, what happened was people got mad at him when he started to become more edgy, bring on strippers and talk about whatever he wanted, just have
He
conversations.
used to bring on strippers.
Yeah, he used to fuck around. Yeah,
he's
he's
my
porn
hero.
stars. Yeah, he used to fuck
Oh
around.
my
a lot.
god.
He's not your hero. He's not the nicest guy, but
Oh.
he did what he did for radio, which was huge.
Yeah.
When he started to do big numbers and then he got syndicated, right? They had him all over the place. He was syndicated all across the U.S. and Canada. They used to play him on here. His show was on here on CJAD, I think. No, not CJAD. What's the rock one? The rock station that we have here, 97.7 Shom. I think it was on
Okay.
Shom. So what happened was he got in trouble. They had to take him off syndication here because we have our own rules because he made fun of the French Canadians. And because of that, yeah, the Symbian writing, yeah, all that. So he would do whatever he wanted. So because of that, they cut him off. But the point is, he was making so much money because of syndication. So he started to kind of be allowed to do whatever the fuck he wanted because they'd get mad at him. But he was bringing in so many listeners, which would then, even if a sponsor be like, I don't want to sponsor anymore, there's 10 other ones waiting to be like, no, I want to sponsor on this show. I want to sponsor the show because I want to make money.
Yeah.
Because everybody's listening to it. So he got big. Same thing like Open Anthony. And then when they were able to go on satellite, which means it's a subscription based. So you're paying for a subscription. You're automatically 18 and over. You need a credit card, all that shit. They could say whatever the fuck they want. So when they first went to satellite, it was fucking amazing. Like they were saying whatever they wanted. You know, the ONA show and him. When they used to have the virus or whatever the fuck. So it was a great time. Then you know, shit changes. I mean, especially after Anthony left with that whole Twitter mess and all that shit. You know, the show changes. But point is, there was a time where if you were willing to pay the monthly subscription, which wasn't that much for Sirius as it is fucking now. I think now every fucking month they want even more. So it was a great time for radio. It was a great time to go to work and you get the replays and it was perfect. And now if you don't have Sirius or if you don't know about the fucking internet or podcasts, I don't know how the fuck you go to work listening to we're giving tickets away to fucking, I don't know, who's a good band now? Well, they're not going to give tickets away to a good band, but whoever's fucking shitty band is touring, Beyonce, guys. BBB, one with Beyonce.
I know a lot of people, when they come to rent a car, they'll be like, I need Sirius.
Yeah, I can't
car.
Listen to this horse shit. And
I
even Sirius, you know what a lot of people do? They put on the music channel, like let's say they like 80s music. So they'll go to 80s, they'll listen to that, which is a playlist that you could get yourself on fucking iTunes or on Spotify, and they'll just listen to that. They won't listen to a lot of talk radio. A lot of people are unaware. Like there's people that say they like Bieber. So they say, oh, I love the radio. I like listening to people talk. But all they listen to on the radio is this kind of shit. Like, what did you do, Tom? And it's all that fake shit that every city has these radio hosts.
Yeah.
These phonies. And they become famous within the city, but they're nobodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have that guy from Virgin with the fucking hair.
We have a guy.
The fluff, the fucking
over
pompadour.
the summer, there was a guy and a girl that we... During the festival, me and Mike...
I don't know why, but that guy looks like such a loser.
They came to one of the parties during the Just for Laughs, all comics, and they were acting like they were hot shit, and nobody knows the local radio people, and
especially famous people from outside the city.
Yeah, they're sitting alone at a table, and somebody's like, "Hey, that's whatever the fuck their name is. I don't want to. I feel bad actually. You want to meet them?" And I was like, "No." The fuck do I want to meet? And they looked sad, like it looked like oh fuck, because they were used to going to like local shit, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's fucking Melissa and Todd," which are fake names, but from the morning, and they like them. But when they went, like, those real comics there, and like, I don't give a fuck. Who are these people? Yeah. And there was real radio guys there, like fucking Bennington was in town. Like, you're a fake radio person. Get the fuck out of here. So,
yeah, I feel bad now that you say that. I do feel, but whatever.
And you know what, Marvin? You know what you just said? The 2 minutes of conversation, 10 minutes of car commercials. That wouldn't even be a problem, which it would, but it wouldn't if the conversations were real.
Yeah.
If the conversations were real, that's what Howard Stern had tapped into when he had those in the beginning when he first started getting his legs. You know, it was just regular, not what you did last night. Oh, I watched the Oscars, and they said it was like, nah, hung around, got into a bit of an argument. You know, this guy said this, and then it was like, oh, I can relate to that. I've gone into stupid arguments in the drive-thru too. Just real conversations. That's what broke the mold. You know. Yeah. Even YouTube shows, like the shows that I like that I'll get into are people like sometimes I do like to see those kind of like let's say PewDiePie is making fun of shit, that's fun too. But in general, I like these kind of long format people talking more than whoa, what was she wearing at the Oscars? Because that's just YouTube version of fake radio. I don't care what she was wearing. Yeah. But if you tell me, yo, I found out,
you can't relate to what she was wearing.
No, but I don't care about what she was wearing. But if you tell me, yo, you know what happened backstage? They got into a fight, and then I got into a fight with my girlfriend. Then I'll be like, oh, I want to listen to this
because it's real.
It's real.
It's real people situations.
Yeah. You're sad about what? All right, I want to hear. I'm not happy that you're sad, but you are. Let's fucking hear about it.
Yeah. Interesting.
Poseidon read? What the fuck?
What?
Poseidon can't read. It would be funny if you were doing live reads.
Oh, I can read.
And now there's so much. Let's see. The opposite of Kumia and Dave talking about what is it? Punky Brewster. Yeah. It's the complete opposite. That is never gonna fly on the fucking regular radio. So Speaking of that, let's see, because even Spotify, I want to talk about that. I don't know if anybody knows, but you know how Spotify has like our podcast, both Two Drink Minimum, and I have Pantelis podcast when the episodes are going back up again. It's also on Spotify.
Oh, really? It is?
Yeah, but now I think Spotify is trying. They see the way podcasts are going, and they're trying to jump in because I think they're trying to do exclusive content. Like, okay, let's say you have the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, that's cool.
Can you make some Spotify episodes that are only on Spotify? Exclusive content.
That would be cool. I would love that.
Well, because I think they reached out to Mike. He was telling me yesterday, but
Really?
Yeah. But he's trying to see if he could package something with the French one and Two Drink Minimum to do Spotify specific ones also. We'll see. We'll see what they say. It's just curious when he told me because I was like, oh fuck. Even Spotify is realizing like they got to change because all Spotify is, if you think about it,
It's a streaming service.
that's it. They're not creating anything.
Yeah.
They're not. So they could come and go just like fucking Pandora, just
They're
like
the
everything else.
middleman.
Yeah, not even the middleman
Well-
because there's other middlemen.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's the only way to stream music.
I think Spotify is my favorite though. It's better than Google Music. It's better
Yeah, I
than
got used to it
iTunes.
now. I have my
Yeah.
playlists on there, but it doesn't mean that I won't leave if there's something better.
Yeah.
Didn't Sirius buy Spotify? Oh, I don't know. Did Sirius buy Spotify? That would be
that's
interesting.
Google it
That would
right
be
now.
interesting. You can Google it. Let me know. No, they bought Pandora. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they bought Pandora. Yeah, that I heard about because I think E-Rock told me that when I was in New York, and I told him how stupid I thought that was. Why would you, like, you already
What
have?
was Pandora again?
It was the same thing. It was a streaming service. Like
As
music.
like Spotify.
Yeah, don't you remember before there was Deezer, and then Stitcher bought Deezer? I think it was all. It's kind of incestuous, right? Everybody's buying because that's all it is. It's they're not creating content. So if you don't create content, if you don't have exclusive content, then there's no guarantee to your longevity.
It's like Netflix has Netflix originals.
That's why Netflix has Netflix originals.
Yeah.
They're reinvesting it. They took the money of all this and said, let's reinvest in ourselves to have shows that only or movies that only we have.
Yeah.
Because what's to stop another streaming service coming out with the same fucking movie?
It's like Amazon Prime.
Like
as
Amazon
well.
Prime.
Because if Amazon, yeah,
Yeah, that's why they have to do that shit. That's why, in case people are wondering. Well, same thing with
that's
like
interesting.
now podcast networks, right? There's like before, I would have never. When I first started podcasting, like 10 years ago, the 4H pod, when we were just fucking around the internet, I would have never thought there'd be a day where people would sign contracts. Hey, we want this podcast. Hey, this and that. To me, it would have seemed crazy. Now that's what's happening.
But now it makes sense.
Now it makes sense because a podcasting network wants exclusive podcasts. They're like, no, we want your podcast. You know?
Yeah.
So it's fucking crazy. It's crazy that shit that I was trying to push on the radio they wouldn't have back then, and now they would fucking beg for it but we would never muzzle ourselves.
Oh no, obviously.
Fuck that shit. We're never internet.
Why
all the
would you
way.
go backwards?
Yeah, that's 100% going back. You can't talk about it. You can't talk about anything. Just tell us how delicious this coffee is,
Yeah.
and then
So,
bring us into Bieber.
So Tim Hortons.
Is Bieber still singing?
I don't know. Who gives a fuck what he's doing?
I didn't say I give a fuck. I was curious.
He looks like a gas station employee. I find.
He always looked like a gas station employee. He's a,
But more now,
yeah, he has greasy hair.
because there was that picture of him with a cap, and this woman commented. She wrote that I don't think there's a more perfect human being on the planet, and then this guy comments under. He goes, just go to your local gas station. I guarantee you'll find 3 people that look like him.
I like those comebacks.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, where do you get your obviously YouTube because it's free, it's fucking easy. But Compound, I know there's Compound subscribers.
Oh,
What do you think of the way the system is now?
There's YouTube Premium now.
Yeah, what is that for?
And YouTube Premium, I'm not sure if I'm getting this right, but it's like Spotify. You could do playlists and stuff of music, so
Yeah.
you could have a playlist. You can
Oh yeah,
have-
you could turn it off, lock the screen, and listen,
all a bunch of stuff like that. And but it's not just music; it's all the videos. So it could be anything. It could be. I know you could listen to PewDiePie while you're driving.
Yeah, I
video
get,
game. You know what I mean? Like
it's the same thing. They're all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get pretty much everything on YouTube. Pepper says. So the only issue I have with all the networks, what kind of sucks is that. Oh, you got to be like, let's say you're a subscriber to one. You're not going to pay for every single network if every network. Like, let's say right now you want to hear Jim and Sam, you want to hear Ron Bennington, you want to hear Two Drink Minimum, the Kumia Show. I don't know, something else on another network. So already there, that's 2 different. You have the Compound Network, which has 2 of the shows. Then you have Sirius that has 2 of the shows. So monthly it starts adding up if you're paying monthly for everything.
Yeah. Well, like I have only 3. I have Spotify for my music, Netflix for the movies, and Crave for HBO.
I think Netflix might change the game if Netflix ever gets into podcasting. But I was told that they probably won't because they're so SJW. They're so scared to offend.
Yeah.
So they won't want podcasts.
It's like the whole they got rid of the whole rating system. Remember?
Yeah.
That-
Because of
that-
Amy Schumer.
Yeah. Fucking shit, bro. That pissed me off. And now YouTube is trying to get rid of the dislike button because people use it for bad.
Yeah. So Marvin, good point. YouTube isn't free speech like Compound is. Yeah. Compound. I'll tell you right now, from a guy that has this show on Compound, they've never asked us to not say or to say anything. Nothing even close to a muzzle. It's like, yeah, say whatever the fuck you want. It's your show.
Yeah.
People like it. It's funny. Do whatever the fuck you want.
That's how it should be. And
Yeah.
if you don't like it, you don't listen. It's like we won't
Well,
go
it's also
watch.
it's subscription based. Like you paid for a subscription to
obviously.
a free speech network.
Yeah.
They're gonna say whatever the fuck they want to say.
Yeah.
Don't watch shows you don't like.
It's like we won't go watch fucking cartoons, right?
I'll watch some cartoons.
But you catch my
Yeah, I'm
drift.
just trying to bother you.
Oh.
Spotify, I think I will ask for podcasts banded into tracks as their ad model with video ads every 3 or 4 songs. Yeah, I don't know. Tom, you make a good point about the ad. I don't know how it's going to work with Spotify, especially when you already pay. Like, I don't know if they're going to put ads for their premium. I like podcasts cross-promoting with each other. Like, I know when I was in New York, I recorded an ad so that E-Rock can use on his podcast. And, the ad basically says, like, it's me talking and I tell people about 200 minimum and it should go to Compound Media. So I like that. I like, you go to another podcast and you promote on that one and then their listeners find out about you. I prefer that more than anything else because I think that's the most relevant. Because even if you'd promote on terrestrial radio or anything, I don't think that it guarantees you'll get people who want to listen to that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people are very happy listening to the garbage that they have on their radio. They don't know any better.
Yeah.
They don't know any better.
It's just habits, right?
Yeah. No, it's just they don't know that there's something else that exists. And then if they hear fuck, or I remember like when I have to do to promote shows, like here every time I go on CJD this and that, I always have to have a filter in my head, about
Yeah.
what I say and how I say it. Because some stuff won't fly.
It's like that guy at Best Buy that said, "Whoa, hard F."
Oh yeah, the hard F guy. I told you about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course you did.
So yeah, the hard F guy. He's like, that's a hard F. I started dropping hard N's. And I think I said fuck. I think that was the hard F.
Yeah.
I think it was fuck, yeah. But yeah, it wasn't even faggoting. It was fucking. I was like, oh, I'm going to start dropping some hard ends. Let's see. Unless you are Bobo, who will go on a podcast and not promote Eastside Dave. Bobo's Bobo, okay? Bobo's Bobo.
But have you noticed everything's turning a little faggy?
What do you mean?
Everything's turning a little like too like. Oh no, you have to be like everything's turning fucking. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, you're saying what everybody already knows. People are softer
it's
now. But,
frustrating.
but it's not.
weak.
It's not even the soft thing. It's what bothers me more than anything is the format. So what I was getting to is when I do the regular radio. Do you know what it's like, guys? When I do the regular, okay. So right now, me and him are talking. It's an hour and a half. Nobody's stopping us. We could do
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. If I had ads to run right now, I could just say them and continue.
Yeah.
So on the fucking radio, what bothers me is every time I'm on, I think I'm going to talk. The host is talking for like a minute and a half. He asks me a very simple question, like, when is the date, this and that, and then cuts to commercial. The commercial's longer than the conversation we just had. Comes back, does the same thing. Talks for 2 minutes, cuts back. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? What, like,
That's annoying.
it's
That's
so annoying
frustrating.
because that's not only that's not how a conversation is supposed to be had. That's also not how a conversation is supposed to be consumed. Could you imagine if you were at a table and 2 people were talking, you're listening, trying to chime in, and every 2 minutes they would stop and be like, "Look at how good this chicken is," and then continue. You'd leave, and that's what they do.
Leave. I'd kill them.
That's what happens on the radio, though. You're talking, you're like, oh, fuck, no, it's a car commercial.
I think
And then
I've
it comes
never-
back. So did you or didn't you murder your wife? We'll find out because you'll tell us right after this.
Yeah, I think I've never really listened to radio, like really like every time I either like I've been stuck sometimes without like one time I forgot my aux cable, I just drove without sound, bro. I turned it off. I couldn't.
Some stuff I didn't. It's weird because everyone's like, oh, did you? Because I enjoy podcasting. I enjoy this stuff. Did you always love like talk radio, this and that? And I'm always like, nah. I always like comedy. I always like laughing. But you know what the truth is? What I found out from my mother actually, when I was young. Me and my buddy Saucy. Remember Saucy? No, you never met Saucy. Well, no, you've
have
met him.
met
Yeah, you have
Saucy,
met
yeah.
Saucy. Yeah. So
He's very saucy.
He's very sassy. Yeah, I'm the one who gave him that nickname. So, he hated the
Does he
nickname
got the sauce though?
because everybody would call him Saucy after. So
It's a nice nickname.
When
Though.
we were young, you know what we used to do? Which is
What?
fucking crazy. Is we used to take a regular a radio, because you record, it had empty cassettes, and we would record fake radio shows. We would have radio shows.
Really?
Yeah, and I record it and then play it back. And it's fucking fun. I didn't know, but like I was reminded by my mother. Yeah. I used to do that when I was little.
Oh, shit.
So it was always something that I liked, like the conversation and broadcasting, all that. Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, let's see. Who would ever donate a car to them after that atrocity of a commercial? 877 Cars for Kids. That first of all, I don't like the Cars for Kids commercials because I don't get them. I think it's you donate your car so they could give it to kids to go on trips. But whenever I hear Cars for Kids, I'm like, they can't drive. This is stupid. And it's not even spelled correctly, I think. Cars for Kids, kids with C, or I don't know. It's stupid. I still have the recordings. Marco, you did that shit too. So you see, Marco understands. He knows what I'm talking about. Speaking of donate, I got an email. When I got my dog, I started getting emails from the SPCA, and sometimes I would donate, when they would send like, hey, we need help or whatever. So you give some money, this and that. Yeah. And I got a nice little email from them about a dog that was going through some crazy shit. And they're like, but, he has a foster home now. He was being abused, but he has a foster home. He's doing good. Like, thanks to you, Pantelis. It's obviously not just they send to everybody who donates. Yeah. But just getting that email and seeing, it motivated me. I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember to donate more because you see you making a difference, right? Yeah. Whereas there's so much... Good. Yeah, there's so much other shit that you'll donate to or whatever, and you never hear from them again, like a fucking scam.
Yeah, it's like
Cars for SIDS.
It's like the McDonald's.
Oh, when you put change or because you never. So I'm always like suspicious. So I like seeing the story of the dog, and.
But man, your dog, bro, it's like it was never abused, bro.
Bro, that's what I do, bro.
Bro, it's crazy. I love it's crazy
it's a completely 180. It's a different dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love
it's crazy what happens when you give love to a dog.
Or humans, the same thing with humans.
Well, humans too, but
if you treat people good, if you treat like when they want to pit bulls or pit bulls are the problem. No. It's the fucking owner. If you treat somebody good, they're going to treat you good. They're going to be good. If you treat them like shit...
Well, no. Some people, no matter how well you treat them, they'll still treat you like garbage.
Now, as adults, I'm saying is in the like a lot of people just grew up and they were turned into garbage.
Oh, yeah,
that's always my argument about culture. If you come from a shitty culture, if culturally you're garbage, you can't help it. They're gonna
there was that skinhead. What was that? Remember that story? There was a black woman. She was a parole officer. She was assigned to... those neo-Nazis from the U.S.
She was assigned to neo-Nazis. What does that mean?
So, parole officers, they're assigned...
Oh, like she had criminals that were neo-Nazis.
Yeah. Okay. One of them was a neo-Nazi that she was assigned to. And he hated her.
Because she was black?
Yeah.
That seems to fit the MO, okay.
So, but all
pretty much par for the course.
All she showed him... I was reading the story. I don't remember the whole story exactly, but
why do you have your back to the people, bro?
Sorry. So I'm just because different angles. All she showed him was love.
That's sexy.
But like as a...
And then he changed?
Yeah, because in his head, even somebody hardcore like that, in his head he thought, okay,
black people suck. They're
I
evil.
hate this woman so bad, but all she's showing me is love. Why do I hate her? Even somebody so like...
Well, yeah, that's why they say that you have to be. That's why conversations are so important.
Yeah,
that's why conversations are so important.
Yeah.
Like right now, if people would just take you out of context from clips and stuff, you're horrible.
Oh yeah.
Then people get to talk to you a bit, and they're like, "Fuck, he's worse than I thought."
Motherfucker.
Sounds like a fake Now This video on Facebook. Marvin says, you know what'd be funny?
It wasn't on Now This.
You know what'd be funny though if it was though? No, but it was out of context. You never hear and what really happened is that he bludgeoned her to death. He's like, he learned his lesson.
Or just some other journal or some actor that they put fake tattoos on.
No, which is funny. It's like he learned his lesson. His lessons was you have to lure them in. You can't chase them. They run too fast. You lure them in. It's just a horrible story. And Poseidon's like, this is so nice. He knows how to love now.
It wasn't
together. They are Oreo cookie.
It wasn't Now This. I think I don't remember what. I think it was.
No,
from,
Now This he didn't. He just meant it as an example because.
Oh yeah. No, but this was a while ago. I saw this. It was
yeah. Rich is like, I thought the story was getting with the guy killing her. I don't love her, but I love this stabbing motion. So
Bro,
Yeah.
you know how fast that stabbing happens?
Tell me.
Bro, it's mad quick, bro. Like, you think like it's like but it's like and it's done, bro. Like it's crazy fast.
Yeah, no. I thought it was much slower. I thought it was slow motion.
Yeah, bro.
How fast does rape happen?
That takes time.
Oh, does it? Tell us.
Yeah. Oh.
You like to take your time during rape, yeah?
Go fuck yourself, bro.
It takes time, bro. Listen, I need to scout. I need to memorize her pattern. You know I'm not good at memorizing things. Write it down on a piece of paper. They're not going to remember to burn the paper later because there's so much evidence.
You motherfucker.
God. Yeah, stabbing can happen quick. Let's see. Can take a second if you put a finger somewhere it doesn't belong. That's true.
What?
Like a rape.
Yeah.
Bam. Rape.
Technically, yeah. Put your finger somewhere, like somebody's asshole, somebody's mouth, somebody's nose.
You're a fucking model employee over there at Avis.
What?
People come in, you're like, listen, what if I put my finger inside your asshole, your mouth,
Okay, look,
your nose, nosy?
I don't talk to people like that at work, bro.
How nice are you to people when they come in? Like, if I was a customer, and I'm like,
Oh, I'm very nice. I put on my work face. I'm not. Look, I cannot do this with you. You know
I'm
this
coming,
already.
I'm coming in. I just walked in. And I'm tired too. Crazy. Fucking Delta Airlines. Bunch of fucking cocksuckers. Hey, man, how's it going? I got a reservation.
Good in you. What's your last name? Was it with Avis and budget?
What do you mean good in me? What the fuck does that mean? Are you listening to me, sir? What the fuck kind of service is this shit? I just walked in here. This guy's already giving me attitude. Listen, tits. All right, I came in here looking for my goddamn car. I reserved a Jeep Cherokee. Pronounced Cherokee.
Say I can't do this with you because you're gonna give me fucking attitude on purpose.
I wasn't trying to give you attitude. You're the one who was listening to me when I walked in.
Go fuck yourself.
See? Terrible. Let's see.
You wanna get in a car today?
Poseidon did the Kessel Russian. Let's see. What else? Calm down. Let's not turn this rape into a murder. Fucking guys. I love these guys. We still got time, so we're good. Gotta send you two. What? Oh, I think we got a sponsor for this just thing. They're gonna send us some shirts. All right, let's see. Yeah, he goes right for the asshole. So what I was getting to before, guys, which I'm preaching to the choir because they all get it. This is it. This is where we are now. We have the opportunity. This is gonna go down in history as maybe the best time for consuming entertainment because you can still get whatever you want. And if it continues to go super, super left, we're gonna lose it. We're gonna get banned because we're already. I know that this channel is already shadow banned. So even if what that means, if you're wondering, I know that even if you're looking at similar videos or even if you're looking at a video of someone else's channel that has me on or things like that, this won't pop up as a suggestion if you don't already know the channel or subscribe channel or have seen a video, which is fucking dirty because it makes it hard for the channel to grow. So people told me, oh, create a new channel. But I already have because to create a new channel and fucking set up all your stuff, not just to create the channel, but to set up all your AdSense and all that shit, it takes fucking time and they have to verify your website and shit, so it's fucking annoying. And I have this channel. I haven't done anything bad on the fucking channel, but one of the first, it was that video that I made fun of Rosie O'Donnell on This Just Thing, last Christmas, I think, or something.
Yeah.
That was the video that then people stopped getting notifications even though they were subscribed.
Really?
Yeah, it was after that.
Interesting. But do you think somebody's gonna make like another YouTube,
For sure.
but without all this fucking?
Well, it's all another YouTube. Compound Media is technically another YouTube.
Yeah, I know, but
it's curated, right? You have professional stuff that are being made. It's not anybody could upload. But
Yeah.
there are other options like but even Vimeo. I mean, it's not the same as YouTube. You could. I mean, a new YouTube is probably going to come, but then the same. Same
thing's gonna happen.
Same thing's gonna happen.
Then eventually it's gonna get bought out.
Well, because what are you gonna have if you're gonna have a right wing? I don't want a winged network.
No, but just like if it's just new, anyone can upload anything. It's
You
just
mean
neutral.
YouTube? You mean the real YouTube, the way YouTube was? That's
Yeah,
what you want. Yeah, that's what I
exactly.
want. That's what everybody wants. I mean, I believe they should take down fucking on YouTube. There's no reason to have beheadings or fucking child rape.
Yeah.
Even though beheading videos get more fucking get more press than fucking my videos or a lot of other people's. I remember there's beheading. I remember that kid that was torturing those fucking cats. was getting 15,000 views and shit, and they weren't shutting him down. And I made a fucking Rose O'Donnell joke, so my subscribers couldn't get notified that I was having a new episode. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, or that kid that kid in Ukraine, I think, that cut off a dog's ears.
Yeah, and they had that video.
Yeah.
And people were complaining, like, can you take this video down? They're like, no, we don't see why we should take it down. But fucking Alex Jones says that the frogs are gay.
And it's the end of the fucking world, bro.
It's stupid.
It's like they have their priorities
And they're garbage priorities. That's the problem, is that they're not in line with...
mixed up. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's all everything is mixed up with them. Like
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
It's frustrating.
yeah, it's very frustrating.
Yeah. Yeah, Peluchin, that's it, Tom Tanaka. Does he still have a fucking channel? Because he had two. He has his backup channel and shit. It's shit like that pisses me the fuck off. I don't know if you guys. I'm sure that you guys have some channels that you subscribe to that are that you always hope. Fuck, I hope they don't get banned and shit. And like I said, there's channels that I like that I'm getting into that I learn, and it's people who are broadcasting. They have a big following or even small following, but they don't. They have no previous experience in broadcasting. They just started on YouTube, and they're fun. They're doing their thing, and I'm happy for them. And I want channels like that to grow and keep going. And I don't want one day to see a channel that fucking had 50 subscribers and I liked and it was getting better to get shut down because they fucking said Nancy Pelosi's a bitch. You know?
Yeah, but like another channel I like is Donut Media. It's a channel about.
By the way, just I'm gonna continue to you in a second. Just tell Tom. Tom, the first place I ever saw a beheading video was YouTube. Viron's the one who was showing beheading years ago when YouTube first came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I remember once there was somebody was laughing at me here a year ago when I was talking about the shadow ban thing. When remember they gave us a copyright strike for one of our This Just Things. We made fun of a song, and we made you dance naked.
Oh, was This Is America.
So we got in trouble, even though other parodies didn't get in trouble. We got trouble for that. And then there was a beheading video that wasn't getting taken down. So it's like, all right, like fuck off YouTube. But yeah, go on. You're saying Donut Factory?
Donut Media.
What is that?
It's a channel about cars.
Okay.
Only cars. They do different videos about cars, and they try to be edgy. And like, I could tell sometimes they want to swear and they want to be natural, but sometimes they end up being like. They end up like sort of like
muzzling themselves.
Yes.
Muffling
So they don't, because they know they're gonna get like bad, like in trouble or whatever. It's just frustrating to see. You know, it's just like
Yeah, just let people be natural. Like,
yeah. You know, like one of the hosts, his name is what's his name? James of that channel. His name is James Humphrey or something.
Jared Wilson. Do not let this guy around your children. Yes.
Bro, I'm a great uncle, bro.
You're a great uncle.
So yeah, it just it sucks to see that. I hate it.
Favorite nephew.
Oh my god. Yeah, it sucks, you know, just to see.
That's why we have
It's
Live
Muslim.
Leak. Tom goes, yeah, it's for beheadings. We have Live Leak. We don't need it on YouTube.
What's Live Leak again?
Live Leak has all those, like where I saw the guy punch that 12-year-old in the face. That was off Live Leak.
Really?
That's fucking amazing.
Bro, do you remember that guy that jumped off a roof in France, in Paris, and landed on a pole and went through his asshole?
Oh, yeah.
Mike spoke about this, bro. I saw the video, bro. Bro, it was disgusting.
Yeah, you don't want to watch shit like that.
And on the operating table, they removed, because it was a big pole like this. It was one of those parking poles.
And he's dead, that guy, right?
Yeah, he died. He died on the operating. Bro, it was like this long, bro, and it was this big. And they take it out, and then you see the hole through his body, bro. I was
Okay.
like, whoa!
What are you talking? Like, it's weird that you don't know who Nick DiPaolo is. You don't know who Rich Voss is. You don't know who Andrew Dice Clay is. You there's so much you don't know, but you know about the autopsy of a guy who shoved a pole up his ass and jumped. You don't see a fucking. You don't know what Live Leak is. You don't see a fucking issue with this. Like, you're misinformed and yet informed on retard shit at the same time.
I don't know.
Oh, by the way, since I have there's a couple of people on the chat I want to ask. So I've been thinking. I don't know yet, but we're gonna see. So I've been thinking about maybe doing some remodeling around here, Poseidon. Okay.
See.
So there are a couple of things at play. So number one, which I didn't want to do because we don't need it, because you guys can confirm that the sound is fine, right?
Yeah.
I think it's professional quality, whatever you hear from these mics. Because people are always asking, how come we don't have those, those paddings on the walls, those squares?
To
those
make it
foam
soundproof?
Yeah. Well, the reason why is because I don't feel like the sound bounces. I don't feel like there's anything wrong.
No.
right? That's
But isn't that for to keep the sound in the room so other people can't hear? Isn't that what that's for?
it's for both. It's so it doesn't bounce
Oh,
off the
okay.
wall, and so whatever. The point is, the way these mics work, I don't think that we need that.
Not just that, we're not like
We're not singing.
we're not singing, we're not playing.
As long as people
yeah,
can,
yeah, yeah.
and the mics are good enough to and the way we've adjusted things here, it's not like they hear the cars. The sound is perfect. Like Marvin said, it's like a radio station. I mean, we got the SM7Bs. I didn't get fucking
Those are the
$20
same
mic.
ones Joe Rogan has, I think.
Of
right?
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So then I thought about that and I go, it's not the best decor. But what I was thinking of is getting like wallpaper with like I could get like red brick wallpaper, put it up, and it'll look like the room has like the red. It'll look like a comedy club background type of thing.
Yeah.
And then put whatever posters we want to keep over those, and they're gonna look like they're on the brick wall instead of on the white wall. So that's one of the ideas I had because the foam things I could get the foam padding, but
No.
it's so stupid because we don't actually
There's no
need
point,
it.
yeah.
It'll be a waste of money because we don't need it for the sound. But the wallpaper, I think it could look nice. And whenever,
brick?
let's say in a year, no, I'm just using an example, but let's
Yeah.
say in a year we want to change it, peel that off, put something else on.
Yeah, we could do that. But yeah, red brick. It won't
Oh,
take-
Marvin's like, it will look like Joe Rogan said. No, the one that I saw doesn't, it's different bricks. It doesn't look like Rogan said. But it doesn't have to be. I'm just using red brick as an example because
Or
of
wood.
comedy
We
clubs.
could do wood.
You guys thought of doing wood? Yeah.
Wood. Wood would be nice. In
Yeah,
here.
maybe wood. Get
Yeah.
jungle wallpaper. Well, it can't be too stupid. It can't be too goofy looking.
Yeah.
I
Wood-
want it to look comfortable though.
Wood would be nice. It would have that little cabiny feel to it.
Yeah, something like that maybe. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I don't,
Nothing too dark though, because it's a small. Like it's gonna make everything. It's gonna be a little.
Remodeling by replacing Poseidon. Different bricks. Poseidon is rubbing off on you. Yeah. What I mean by different bricks is that they were like I saw the Joe Rogan set on purpose. They look completely different. The color's different than the Joe Rogan set. The size is different. Like if you would put that and like a picture of that, if I had it here and his, it looks like two different walls. It doesn't look the same. But still, he does the bricks too. Yeah.
Or, what if
Yeah.
we got a bunch of posters?
See, a lot of people like the log cabin. Yeah, a bunch of posters. No, here's the thing. I like having the posters. The problem is, depending on the angle, you can't see them all. So, like, look.
Wait.
Hold on. Because, look, just so they can understand. So, initially, we wanted the posters kind of so people could see. But even now, when I go to the solo shot, right, you can see these are put here on purpose, right? So, they were there to advertise the show when we were doing it. But you can't see the Pulp Fiction one, which is on top of there, right on top of that one. You can't see my Kramer one from this angle, right? So, it doesn't matter because once you lock into a person, you're not going to be able to see the full wall anyway. So I'm more concerned about the mainstay, which right now it's the white wall, but it would be the wood, the brick, whatever it would be, just to change the feel of that. It's not something that, like I said, the most important is the sound. Since we have that, that's the most important. But it wouldn't hurt, man. It would look cool, I think, if I...
It would. But what I was thinking, you literally just make a wallpaper, but like out of just posters. Yeah. So you stick a bunch of posters like really close to each other, like.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know what I
well,
mean?
what I thought of doing
That would be pretty cool, actually. That would be pretty dope.
I thought of the third mic chair. I thought of the whole wall behind it. We do all of the artwork that we've used for the show and all the stuff for the Studio Minimum and all the stuff that Torelli's done for our show and all that, and make a wallpaper of that.
Because do you remember that YouTube channel? What was it called? What's that annoying guy? Man.
Poseidon?
No, what was his name? He was short.
Gus? We're talking about your dad again?
No. Oh, I can't remember. It was he had like a, he was always recording videos. He was very energetic. It was like a corner. It was like in a corner, and the wall behind him was a bunch of pictures.
Who cares?
Anyways, but he had like a similar design of what you just said, and it looked nice.
Yeah, maybe Danny DeVito. Yeah, maybe for one. But I do like the idea of having like a uniform, like a wood or.
Yeah. Wood would be nice.
Because the thing I like about the wallpaper is easy because I don't have to remove anything because I could, I cut it and I put it the areas where like the only thing I wouldn't remove is like the cameras and shit because that would be a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But I could put it all around it and you won't know.
Yeah,
Of
course.
So that's why I was thinking of the wallpaper. Narwhal. I was thinking of so what do you guys think? I know a lot of people can tell me it doesn't fucking matter. Just keep the sound and keep releasing Tujik Minimum and all that shit. But I don't know. I think it adds something to it. I think when you change it up,
It adds an ambiance.
Canadian Montreal theme. Wood fits that. Yeah, Marvin, you have a point. Wood and a lot of people, if you see in the wood keeps coming up. Even Tanaka mentioned wood.
You know what else? We should get like deer heads and shit.
No, now that's Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan has a head. And also, where am I gonna fucking fit that shit?
Right above the door, right there.
Deer head. I don't want a fucking deer head in.
Or like a pig head or something. I don't fucking know.
We're not gonna put a fucking picture of you on top of there.
You were gonna say that. That's why I said that.
You set yourself up
I know.
for murder. Whoa! Welcome back to Brick Wall and Mooseheads, Canada's favorite podcast
You know what restaurant still
on
has?
the Bacon Network. Yeah, go on.
You know what restaurant still has like animal heads as decor? Elatos.
Oh,
Jerry?
well, yeah, because the name is elk or whatever. Deer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know some there was
Plate
some,
of poutine on the table. Yeah, we just make it super stereotypical.
there was some hipsters that got offended by that. A few they told me about it. Like I walked in and they were talking about something. Yeah, and then they were like, yeah, and they came in here. They were causing trouble. Like they got offended that there was animal heads.
Really? Fuck. So don't eat here.
But those animal heads.
Not only have they been there for 20 years, the animal heads, 50, but the best part is I'm offended there's animal heads here. Yeah, but you're eating meat. What are you offended by? I don't understand. That we're showing you the animal you ate? Get the fuck out of here. But that's why restaurant owners need to become more like me. Oh, you don't like
Yeah.
it? Get the fuck out of here.
It's like the guy in Toronto. He was a butcher.
No, he
And he had
wasn't. Not he was.
he had a
still is
restaurant.
he still has a restaurant.
No,
He's
yeah,
there's a
he's-
restaurant. You guys know it. You already seen the memes.
he specialized in deer meat.
I'm gonna take over Poseidon because you're already frustrating people. You're saying stupid shit. He's still a butcher, and he's not a butcher actually. He's a chef. He owns a restaurant. And what he was doing is they kept protesting outside of his fucking
Yeah.
restaurant. Meat is murder. So what he would do is he would go to the window right in front and he would cut up the meat right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, good guy. Talib
w-
already has the log cabin background thing though. Does he? Is it really a log? It's not really a log. Yeah, it is kind of cabiny.
Cabiny.
Is it a? Yeah, he does have that, but he has that fucking football stuff too. So I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be cabiny or whatnot, but I feel like we're due for.
Or we could do like a spy themed wallpaper.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a gun store. Yeah, Jared, you're right. It's a gun store. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Shotgun. A spy theme.
Yeah.
What's how do you spy theme a wall? Black walls. Come on, stupid. What were we gonna say?
Actually, let me Google spy themed walls.
You know what I want to do, guys,
Yeah.
but I don't see it happening because Poseidon is a fucking retard. So
Oh, they do have spy themed wallpaper.
so I have we have Pantelis live. Oh my god, he's stupid. Yeah.
Oh my
So-
god.
So we have Pantelis live. We have this just thing. What I wanted to do is I wanted to have a show. You know how Howard Stern has the after show? I wanted to have a weekly live stream that I'm not here. Poseidon's here, and whoever the fuck he decides his partners are or whatever, and they have their own weekly show. You know, like an after 2 Drink Minimum. They could discuss topics that happen through the week on 2 Drink Minimum, on this just thing, or whatever the fuck they want to talk about in their retarded lives, right? Like a retard show. And I wanted to have that. I don't think he'd be capable of doing it.
Are you
But I
calling me
thought
retarded?
No, you're calling yourself retarded. But I thought it would be fun. I don't know. I thought it would be a nice perspective. Like you would be able to talk about the shows without me and Mike, so you'd be able to describe it from your point of view of what happened this episode, and even episodes you're not on, let's say for example, and you could talk about it, like this happened on this episode, and this is what I think. Like afterbirth, like an after story. Yeah. You'll come back to the studio and find everything layered with feces.
Jesus Christ, come on. I'm not
The-
a chimpanzee,
The
bro.
stream wasn't working, so what'd you do? I started shooting my shit on the wall. Why? Oh, that's what I do at home when things don't work.
Bro, I'm not a monkey, bro. Relax.
Well, I'm not a monkey, sir. I am an ape.
Planet of the Apes. Have you seen how intelligent they are?
Well, also, it doesn't even need to be here, because the good thing about YouTube, the way it works, is I can have him on this channel and get him his own stream link, and he could do it from wherever he can stream from.
We should have me trying to... You know how those guys, they have the public thing in the mic? And then they walk around the streets and shit?
What is English your fourth language, and your first three are retard? Like, what is going on here?
You know those guys, they walk around the streets
Journalists.
with a mic? These
Reporters.
YouTubers? Yeah.
Is the word that you're looking for reporter.
No, but there's also the guys on YouTube. They do the same thing and they ask different questions to people of the public.
Yeah,
And they're
reporters.
hammered. Those videos are hilarious. I feel like I should do that. It would be fucking hilarious.
It wouldn't be funny if you do it. That's the problem. Though.
Why?
Remember we already tried to put you in things that you think are funny when you see, because you have no skill set. You can't ask questions. You can't
course
do
I
it.
can ask
No, you
questions.
can't. Oh, bro. So what's funny?
Okay, bro, I don't
Tell
talk
me
like
something
that.
funny. Okay, what would you ask? Tell me what you would ask that would lead to
I don't know.
funny.
We'd pick a theme. And
Okay, pick a theme.
topic
Pick
of that
any
day.
theme you want right now. Yeah, you're doing Vox Pop. Pick any theme you want. You're fucking great at this.
I don't know, bro. It could be anything. It could be about fucking.
Okay, if it could be anything, then pick something. Fucking great.
Stop, bro, because you made me nervous, bro. You put me on the spot like this. I'm nervous. I don't know what to pick now. Is the theme. There's so
Oh,
much.
yeah, because there's so many. Okay, chocolate milk.
Okay. But then we have to figure out a question about chocolate milk.
Yeah, figure out a question. This is your show. This is a show that you said you'd be great for.
I could ask something stupid like.
Oh, that's well, because we thought you were going a different direction.
Like. I could ask like, what do you think? What cow you think makes better chocolate milk? Brown cows or black and white cows?
Can you pack up your shit and get the fuck out of here right now? Can you just leave?
You're the one that gave me chocolate milk, bro. I'm just saying.
Can you get? And that's what you fucking came up with.
It's
You
just
fucking. Do you realize that I'm pretty sure if everybody would do an IQ test right now, they would get a lower score than they would have before this fucking show started.
Bro, it was just an example.
Of how stupid you are. That's what you showed. God damn it. Anyways, we went over. It's 6:02. We got places to be. I got places to be. He's got people to annoy. He's got. So, guys, here are the. Let me give the messages out before. Okay, so next week it doesn't look like there's gonna be a Pantelis live since me and this fucking filthy motherfucker will be in Toronto doing some writing related shit. So the week after, I'm going to be back. He's not going to be here that week, so either I'm going to have a special guest in studio. If not, it's going to be just us, and I'm going to use the fucking green screen so we can fuck around a bit. Remember, you can subscribe on iTunes, 2 Drink Minimum Shots. Get that on YouTube as well. There's a channel for it. Tell your friends about this channel, about 2 Drink Minimum. If your friends don't have Compound Media, they can use promo code Canada20, Canada20, and they'll get 20% off their subscription if they want to subscribe to that. Pantelis Comedy, this channel, subscribe. Pantelis Podcast is on YouTube. You already know that. Mike's special is on Amazon Prime. It's also on YouTube available right now. So look at Mike Ward Infamous. Catch that shit. It's fucking hilarious. I saw him do his whole new French hour yesterday night, and it was brilliant. You know how Mike is. It's all good. Apart from that, we don't have anything else to plug, right? You don't have anything to plug?
No, I was just gonna show some spy-themed wallpapers.
On the 24th of February, if you're in Montreal, on the 20, I don't know if it's announced yet, but I know that I'm going to be at the Comedy Nest Sunday the 24th. So I'll do the live stream, and then I'll head over there straight. Sunday, February 24th. Me and Mike will be in Aspen, Colorado. Aspen on the 21st. So not next week, the week after, Thursday, 4 p.m. at the Silver City Saloon, I believe it is. Yeah, we'll be doing a live podcast from there. We don't know if we're going to have a guest or who it's going to be yet because they only have like 5 comics on the festival and everybody's busy. So, tell us comedy. Just join us, 2 drink minimum. And I'll let you know. If anything changed with 2 drink minimum, if we have any special episodes or anything like that. And that's about it. I think that's it. You don't have anything to add, Poseidon?
Poseidon out.
Hold on. Look at them when you say that, Poseidon. All right.
Poseidon out.
What?
What?
What? Poseidon out?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying? That's your new catchphrase.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for listening.